Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Oh shit, no way.
Yeah, we have Leroy Jenkins on the podcast today. Leroy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Ella.
Oh, wait, you just did. That's your whole thing. You just say your name.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I forgot how to
Who
do
the
this.
hell is Leroy Jenkins?
I forgot how to use Twitch. Who knows? I didn't even play World of Warcraft.
Have you seen? There's this video. I think it's been making its way around. I could be wrong. Of these like airsoft guys, and they're like slowly kind of approaching a door to a building, and some other guy, he either is yelling or like blaring music, I can't tell which, just like sprints from right frame into the door, from off right frame into the doorway. And then, like, the guys just like shrug and walk in after him. It's so funny.
No, I haven't seen that, but it sounds funny.
I can't think and do something at the same time. I'm just realizing I didn't prep fully. No, keep talking. I just need to pull up saved posts for my bit.
Should we be watching the stream for your segment?
No.
No? Okay.
I always watch the stream. Anyway.
I figured it out. I've solved the mystery.
Should I watch the stream? I guess I can pull up the stream.
I just saw the things I saved and I laughed over
unless there's like something I'm like, oh, I want to Google that.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want to Google.
God, I fucking love Googling shit. It's the fucking like I'm like, every now and then I'm like, how much different would my life be if I couldn't just like look up the answers to something in like 0.5 seconds?
You know, that's how most
like
people
literally. Whenever.
You know, that's how many people live their lives for a majority of their life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had the stream unmuted, making sure we were all coming through.
Oh, good. Are we?
Yeah. From what I can tell.
Yeah, we're professionals. Anyway, this is the 3HAWT1 podcast. We talk about bullshit and then forget how to stream every time we take a break, and then we have to remember all over again. Spend forever setting it up. But we're here now, and a lot of shit happened. George, you want to talk about the obvious one? The one that's going on right now, as we speak?
I got a...
do you want to talk about this?
I mean, I can't. I got a vasectomy today because of, Roe v. Wade overturning, and didn't know how far right any certain policies could go, so I just figured why not nip it in the bud. Pun intended.
More like snip it in the
honestly, it might not have been a bad idea anyway, period.
Yeah, no, it's responsible if that's your plan.
You're so, yeah.
Yeah, I got some swimmers.
Yeah.
With 3 tails and a drill bit for a head.
We were talking about, I think it's not a guarantee either. And we were talking about if anyone was to overcome, I guess it's not something you want to overcome. If there's any sort of way for the procedure to have failed in any way, I was kind of envisioning like a, from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man where he's holding back the train.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's like both ends of the, I don't even know what the tube's called, but it's like that, and it's just kind of one of George's little guys doing that.
Yeah.
Now you have that image in your head. You're welcome. Doing his best to bridge the gap.
But I just
walk over me, brothers.
I'm just sort of a generally nervous dude, so like I was like kind of freaking out during it because like they numb you, but you're still awake, and like you can feel them like tugging and pulling down there, and I was just like, this is not the vibe I want right now.
What was the vibe you intend? What did you think it would be like? Because that's exactly what I imagine it's like.
I was hoping they just knocked me out.
Easy, one and done.
No, I just wanted to be not awake for it, personally.
Well, no, that's what local... Wait, were you expecting them to knock you out? I thought they would have made that clear.
No. They did make it clear, but that's the vibe I wanted in the room. But Yeah, the vibe I got was
Yeah, that's
significantly less
that
comfortable.
I think is the best vibe for any sort of surgery or like
Yeah. Yeah, like my
anything like that. Just like knock my ass out.
like my appendectomy had the best vibe. It was just I was unconscious for it. It was an awesome vibe.
I do want to
I
bring up.
went in. They put me to sleep. I woke up without an appendix. It was the best.
Oh yeah, baby.
I want to bring up another fun mental image that I have when RJ was describing. Yeah, they just do it in like one motion, one swipe. I'm just imagining like guy with scrubs walks in with like a katana and he just like assumes like a pose. And then he just like does that thing where you like draw your sword but like barely an inch and then you like put it back in the sheath real quick. And then there's just a spray of blood and it's like, all right, we're done here.
Your balls are sliced.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they can't do that with stitches.
Yeah.
They have to do
it's
those
just,
the old-fashioned way.
It's just like they like close it and then it's like tape or whatever. I don't know what they did down there. I wasn't
Don't exactly want to look either. I'm in the same boat. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
the lower half of my body no longer exists
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I do not know what it looks like.
How's
How's
the aftermath? How's the aftermath? How's the recovery?
It's okay. I got my 3 ibuprofen and cannabis and my ice. Well, the ice is kind of melty now, but yeah, I still have the ice.
Yeah, so this is I don't know if we mentioned this. This is like hours later.
So that's
that's
George's ball ice. If you didn't catch that.
That's ice for my grundle, baby.
George, we thank you for sharing this very personal moment with us. It made me laugh a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm here for.
That's why you got it done for content.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the other major thing that happened with George recently?
Nothing else significantly happened.
I thought didn't we have an episode since then? Or was that right before?
Might have been right after. God, I don't know.
It has not been.
Right before.
No, it wasn't. It was the week before
done
because
an episode since. Yeah.
it was after I got back from my trip, but before we did your whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got married. It was pretty
lit.
Yeah, it was an amazing ceremony, and my dad, well, I have 2 dads, but my biological father was the officiant or whatever, and April looked beautiful, of course. Gosh, what else? The cake.
Good red color scheme.
Yeah. The everything.
You were just rocking
beautiful.
a sweet vest.
Yeah, and the groomsmen had the inverse. So I had like a red vest, black tie, and they had red ties, black vests, in a tux. And it was really nice venue because the ceremony was right out on this balcony, and it rained before, but then it was beautiful like sunset and kind of cool because of the rain afterwards, like during the ceremony and the beginning of the reception. And yeah, it was really nice because it was on this balcony. You walked right in, and that's where the dancing and the food was, and so people could had that outside space if they wanted to vape or smoke or anything, and then to just get out in the nice sunset or whatever. And we took pictures out there and all inside. But we still haven't gotten the pictures yet. I'm super excited for that. That should be in like a few weeks now.
Yeah, it was really nice. Go for it.
I really enjoyed being a groomsman. I think for guys at least, being part of the wedding party is really fun.
Yeah, we just played that golf arcade game. Basically, that was our job.
As far as I could tell, even being in the bridal party is effort and
I ain't about that life. That effort life.
Yeah, I do want to mention George was absolutely useless about knowing anything regarding his own wedding. He was an awful source of information.
We were constantly asking him questions and go, "Oh, I don't know."
Well, it's I wasn't really involved in a lot of the planning of the wedding. Besides the tuxes. The tuxes were my job. And I helped with the cake.
Huh? The
Cake was
cake was
great.
really cool.
Yeah.
I liked the cake.
But
I can't believe I was so surprised that the donuts on it were real.
Mm-hmm. And those little fondant dogs were like custom made to our dog's biscuit and bean.
Mhm.
Wait, I didn't get to eat the donut. Oh. George, you gotta
it
get
was really
married
good.
again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Renew your vows a
If we
year
ever
later.
do like a big anniversary party or vow renewal, even though we didn't do vows, but like vow renewal or whatever, like I would totally go back to that venue. It's a great venue. Shout out to the Whispering Pines Golf Course.
Maybe not that hotel, though.
Your food slaps. Yeah. Shout out to the Marriott in Brighton. You suck.
Yeah. Don't go to the Marriott in Brighton. Just do something else. Get an Airbnb. I don't know.
It was like a roulette wheel. You just spun it, and then that was what was wrong with your room.
Yeah.
Smell,
Yeah.
curtains with holes in it.
Stains.
Oh, wait, my bathtub and shower leaked. That was my thing.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So no, I was like, oh, you had a good room.
I
though,
thought I
didn't
did
you,
too.
Ryan?
I just
No.
forgot about that. Yeah, water just kind of like pooled on the tile.
So after all that, like the room smelled funny. There was a wet bath. There's like a wet hand towel in the shower. There was holes in my curtain. And then after all that, on the last night there was a humongous spider on her bed sheets.
Oh, wait, no, tell the story. Tell the
that's the
story. This is
worst.
this is fucking stupid.
like
Oh my god, tell it.
This big. And then
What did you do with it? You absolute madman.
So we didn't want to like, I don't know, like smash it in the bed sheets or anything. So we put a cup on it that we had from like the bar or whatever, and then put it over on the spider. And then so we carried the bed sheets out to the hall and just put it on a chair at the bottom of the stairs.
And left it there. The cup and bed sheet.
Yeah.
Just with a spider in between in the hall.
Yeah.
And the bed sheet.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to sleep with a giant ass spider in our room, but we're also not sociopaths. We're not going to kill it. Pacifist and all that.
I was gonna say, did you drown it in your spare Jack and Coke?
Oh,
No,
you mean the
we emptied
7
it
total
out.
he had across?
We emptied it out. I'm surprised I didn't get hungover because I like hardly ever drink, and I drink like.
So you didn't finish any
8?
of them?
No, on the last day I did. On the first day, they were making them too strong, and I didn't finish them. But on the actual wedding,
Maybe they were
finished,
making
like-
them strong enough to give you a hangover.
yeah, I don't know. I finished like 8 drinks or so.
That reminds me, when I went up to Mackinac, I think like the only really big trip I've done just with Talia, I was like, I think it was like an anniversary of us getting together or something like that. We got a room there, and there were like 3 really huge spiders
Oh.
in the room, and like on the ceiling where we couldn't get to them or do anything about it
Oh.
the entire time we were there. It was really
Damn.
Wait, so they just chilled there, though? That's like ideal.
I guess.
I mean, if there's 3
No, it's
spiders
not.
there, it's like, oh, and then you leave.
Ideal is in between a cup and a bed sheet down the hall. That's ideal.
Okay, yes, but
ideal is no spiders
But then
in your room.
no, but if then if you have 3 spiders,
Well,
that's
in
too
my
many
room,
bed
they're in a
sheets
cup down
you're
the
missing.
hall.
I don't think there's like 3 bed sheets. That'd be a lot of sheets missing. But if there's 3,
I don't remember if they were always visible all the time.
well, that's what I'm saying. If there was 3
But
when you got
having
there,
a
and
spider.
there's 3 when you got there,
having
and
a
there's 3 when you left, then it's chill. If there's 3 when you got there, and there's 2 when you left, that means you might have eaten one.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying.
The ceiling is a bad place for spiders, especially if part of that ceiling, especially if that spider is maybe, I don't know, on the part of the ceiling right above where you sleep.
Well, you said there was the same number when you left.
I don't know. I think there's roughly 3 the whole time. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
They
It was years
got a
ago.
replacement.
I remember
for the
them
one
being.
you ate.
I remember them being huge, and there being, I think, 3 of them.
Oh, I did. I've actually had a spider like rappel down directly over my pillow from the ceiling once. It was like 15 minutes before I was going to bed, and I had like the lights on and everything.
I hate that.
What was
Yeah.
that? I don't even know what that noise was.
That's just. I don't like it.
It was
I don't like it at all.
It was somewhere between a engine and a microwave.
Yeah.
It was a little bit angry to be a microwave.
Yeah.
I dig it. But yeah, no, he kind of just dropped down
What the
onto
fuck
my
happened to
pillow, and then
George?
I killed. He's back.
I was
Okay.
doing something I didn't know if it was TOS, so I just
I can
excused
still see the
myself.
wisp, dude. You're not fooling anyone.
I'm slick, bro. I'm slick.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm just a master detective. You can't get anything by me. All right.
Yeah, you're like LA Noir. Speaking of LA,
LA Noir
What's happening-
was such a good game.
no, I was trying to transition, RJ. Speaking of LA, let's what's happening with Leo, who lives in LA?
Oh, hold
I'm
on.
guessing.
Hmm.
I'm bringing up this graphic now because
Mediocre
I don't know when you
transition.
want it up.
At best.
Yeah, he broke up with his girlfriend again.
Oh yeah, Leo's Law. So
That's the joke. It's creepy.
yeah, it's been pretty well established. Keep in mind, these are previous girlfriends before this most recent girlfriend he broke up with, who was again 25. It just seems like a hard age cap, which is a little weird.
How old is he now?
He's like 47 now, right? Because that's or 46
Yeah.
or 47.
Yeah.
That's about where I thought he'd be.
4 years.
I saw 44. I'm like, he's not
48?
44. Yeah, high 40s.
No,
Is
I-
he 48 ish?
No, I've-
47 or 48?
Add 3 years. It's 19 and we're in 22. 3.
Oh, I thought that said 21. Yeah, that says 21, and isn't she 25 now? At the end?
Yeah, she had a middle birthday, so she turned 22 and 19.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good detective work. You're also
Yeah,
a detective.
I looked into this quite a bit. I'm very intrigued by Leo's love life.
All right. So,
I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
well, do we have? Okay, go ahead.
Some random source that I think was unnamed, or I don't know. This is very, it's like fourth hand knowledge because it was like April reading an article and then telling
Make this
me.
bigger.
So
There we go.
but basically he says like 25 is when people want to get married, and he doesn't want to get married and have a family.
So, do you
So
think
that-
it's they'd be like, "Hey, I want to get married," and he's like, "Yeah, you're out of here," or it's
I think that's just an
Leo thinks
excuse.
that they will bring up marriage, and he cuts it off before that happens.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying at
Mhm.
best. Otherwise, it could also. Just
I think he
an
thinks
outright
they're
just
starting to look a
excuse.
little old and crusty.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's what he.
it's very weird.
probably
It's
thinks.
very weird.
Yeah, I guess if they're all consenting adults, and I don't know, do what you want. But I feel like with every passing day, it gets weirder.
Yeah, I feel like whoever his new girlfriend is has gotta know, right?
Yeah,
You gotta know it's not like he's not the one, and you are probably not
Yeah.
the one. You are most
Yeah,
definitely
but
not the one.
You'll want to think.
yeah.
You'll want to think you're the one.
Do you though?
You know what I like?
I feel like some people might just
I
be like,
imagine he's extremely well off. I imagine very charming. So like,
Yeah. Fair.
hence why he hasn't spent a single year single, despite the fact that this is an egregiously obvious pattern.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think it's more of whatchamacallit. Well, no, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm saying additionally, I think if you, as a person coming in to date Leo, I feel like you gotta know it's like, oh, I'm gonna change him. It's like, no, I'm gonna have a really good time for like 5 years or something,
Yeah. Or
And
Yeah,
less.
that could definitely.
and
be
then
it.
I'll get on with my life. But I'll get to
Yeah.
experience like the Hollywood lifestyle,
Yeah.
and it'll be chill. But it's like you gotta know it's like it's a contract work. It's a part-time gig.
Yeah. You're not
No,
doing
full
that.
time, but
No,
like
I just imagine. No, I just imagine it's like like advertised as like the like 5-year experience or something. Like
yeah, it's on Indeed.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to LA, you have to try dating Leonardo DiCaprio for 5 years. This only works if you're
You're a model.
This only works if you're currently 20 years old.
And a model.
Are they all
Are they
models?
all models?
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
think like the majority of them are models. I believe. I could be wrong. I am just guessing.
That sounds right. I buy
Yeah,
that.
that sounds right.
He just
So
shows
we're-
up to
we're gonna look it
modeling
up.
studios.
Fits the
Hey
narrative.
guys, you got any fresh 20-year-olds?
It's me, Dirty Leo.
It's me, Leonardo DiCaprio. This is my Leonardo DiCaprio
Hey.
voice. Hey,
Hey.
what does he even
Yeah,
sound
come
like?
walk in here. I'm pretty sure we're doing him justice.
Really?
That's exactly- yeah.
I haven't seen a movie of his in a while.
No.
He was in Wolf of Wall Street, which I didn't
He
see.
has-
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, I'm the Wolf of Wall Street."
Hey, I'm the Wolf of Wall Street. Hey, I'm in the Inception guy. Where's the kick? Hey,
Hey.
that's probably the last movie I've seen with him is Inception.
I saw like half of
Also
that
for all I know, every single thing I've ever seen him act in, he's been putting on a voice, and his voice is his natural speaking voice is completely different than that.
Oh yeah, like he's like a southern savannah slave owner in
Django?
or
Oh, I
whatever.
haven't seen Django. Is that
Yeah.
more recent?
Yeah.
It could be.
I don't
I
know.
can't remember. I love Django though. I've
Like,
seen
maybe
that
that's his
movie,
natural voice.
six times.
Like I've only ever seen Hugh Jackman play Wolverine, so it was wild when I found out that he was Australian.
Yeah.
Don't all Australians? Nah.
Have an American accent.
No. I mean, like, I don't think I feel like I was aware of that on some level. I don't think I would hear him talk and think Australian though.
Yeah, that's because
It's not a heavy accent.
he does a really he does a really good job of masking his accent in roles, but like you can hear it clearly. If
Oh, in like interviews and stuff.
I remember correctly, you can hear it clearly on interviews. Yeah, and like
Oh.
with just as like regular talking voice, you can hear it really clearly. Kind of similar for what's his face?
Chris Hemsworth?
The guy who plays, I mean, maybe Chris Hemsworth, but the guy who plays Spider-Man
Tom Holland?
now, Tom Holland.
Tom
Yeah.
Holland's Australian?
No, he's not Australian. He's British, and his
Yeah.
Oh.
accent is very thick.
Yeah.
But you'd have no idea just watching the Spider-Man movies or Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I guess that's why they're professional actors.
No,
Yeah.
no.
How dare you sound like a country you're not from, and I think you're from a different one. That's illegal.
I
No,
can do
it's
that
their
too.
I can't.
It does like a really offensive accent.
I just sound like dummy
Like
doing a voice.
Like a racist cartoon from the
No,
50s.
it's not. It doesn't have to be racist. It could just be wrong.
Okay, a wrong cartoon.
That
from the
sounds more like a
50s.
racist cartoon from the 2000s.
All right.
All
Do
right, if
we
we're not
wanna
gonna if we're
do-
not gonna start doing accent work, then maybe we should move on.
Yeah.
Let's dodge this
I don't
bullet.
feel com-
I think
don't feel like doing
we
that.
should avoid doing accent work
Mhm.
Okay.
publicly.
Howdy, y'all. I'm from the South.
All right, you got howdy y'all down.
great.
Good.
That was great.
I don't think anyone would listen to your country album.
I would.
Country road, take me home. Okay, do we want to move on to Guess that ticker.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Who would like to go first? Or I mean, the
Uh,
rules are fairly straightforward. I guess I'll explain them though. It's
Let's do a coin toss.
You can just go
What?
first. I don't care.
okay. RJ will
Fine,
go
I'll
first.
go first.
Basically, I will read him a ticker, and he has to guess which companies.
What's a ticker, George?
Uh-huh.
In case people don't know.
Oh, it's just like the shorthand for
Abbreviation
their stock.
for the stock market.
Yeah.
We're trying to guess what the company is. It's
Yes.
not multiple choice. It's just
No.
do you know it or not?
Yeah. I'm gonna start with like 4 easy ones, and then I'll get a little bit harder. Maybe I'll
Wait, how
increase
many are total?
the pinpointage. I don't know, just to help. It's more, gonna
Enough
be
to
more
make it a segment, okay.
time-based. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be more time based.
Gotcha.
Okay. RJ. GOOG.
Wait, I want to go
What
first.
That's Google.
Yes. Well, it's Alphabet Inc., but that's the parent company.
No,
of
that's
Google.
wrong. He's wrong.
I'm gonna give it to him. 1 point, RJ.
Yeah!
Okay.
So even if it's like a parent company that owns it, we can say the one that it's spelling out.
I mean, I'll give like some companies. I'm gonna give like some leeway to.
Okay. Yeah, to use your
But,
best judgment.
Because Alphabet
Yeah.
Alphabet is basically just Google, right?
Yeah, they basically own Google and all of its like offshoots, basically. META. This would
Oh,
be another
that's-
one that
that's-
has some leeway.
Meta, because it formerly known as Facebook.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Meta Platforms Inc.
It's
Formerly
convenient.
known as
It's
Facebook.
convenient that it has a four letter.
They probably
name
picked that on
for the whole
purpose.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. So that's 1-1. Sticking with the easy ones, RJ, can you tell me AMZN?
Amazon.
Yeah, that was a little too easy.
These are boring.
It's actually the
Give him
adult
one
store
more
chain
easy
Amazing.
one. Give him one more
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
one.
You're wrong.
And skip any more that you have.
Okay, Ryan, the last easy one.
Who the
for
fuck
1
is
point.
Ryan? I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry, Ryobi. TSLA. TSLA. Oh yeah, that is Tesla.
Woo! I'm
Now,
a genius.
We'll move into some harder boys. BAC. RJ. BAC.
BAC? It's
Yes.
just BAC?
BAC.
The difficulty has spiked.
I feel like I've heard what this is.
No, you haven't. Give up.
If you don't, if you get this wrong, we're gonna have to ask you to cut off your own pinky. This is a bonus cut off your own pinky round.
Oh god. BAC.
Daily double, 2 pinkies or nothing. Do I get a chance to steal if he gets it wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this?
Yes. I'm intrigued. Wait, did I get disconnected?
No, you're here.
Oh, RJ probably did.
Or
Right before his
did he get
guess.
This
disconnected?
is probably not right. Is this the? No,
Oh my god. He's stumped.
I'm completely stumped.
RJ, guess.
BAC.
RJ, it does. He has so many.
Fuck me. Is it? Is it that Boston-based robotics company with the dog with the robots that they try to push over?
No.
Ryobi,
I also have no idea.
do you have a guess?
I was just trying to pressure RJ. Absolutely not. I'm like, blood alcohol content? I don't fucking know.
So, you give up?
Yeah.
It's Bank of America Corporation.
Oh, The C.
Bank of
the C.
America.
The C.
Yeah.
I
tripped
knew
me
that
up.
the C. I fucking knew that the C stood for corporation or company.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even try.
Like I was just like BA. I can't think.
Okay. Now Ryobi. BA. Yours is BA.
I'm gonna assume it's not Bank of America.
No, it is not.
Boeing?
You are correct. It's
Damn.
Boeing.
What?
Yes.
Where the fuck does the A come in?
It's not. Why is it Air?
Boeing,
Aero?
Boeing of
Airlines?
America.
It's not
Boeing of
airlines.
America.
Boeing
yeah.
Airlines. Okay. Oh my
No,
god.
wait. It's not
Something
airlines.
like that.
It's America.
Yeah, aircrafts maybe.
Oh,
They make
Aircraft.
aircrafts. Boeing
Boeing
aircrafts.
aircraft.
yeah. I was like
That's-
Boeing Airlines. That's dumb as hell. But the A probably stands for something else. So I'm gonna say Boeing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Hell
it's
yeah,
not
dude.
an airline.
Yeah, it's not.
Hell
an airline.
yeah,
I don't
dude.
know. That was a silly
Yeah.
thing to say, honestly.
I mean, it's
okay.
planes. Planes is that's close.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd give you half
My
credit.
my step grandparents actually worked for Boeing
Nice.
for like their whole careers.
They
Or
make
most of them.
planes. Planes are cool.
Yeah.
I use them.
I bet they pay well.
Yeah, yeah. They did. Um. Not that I have any of them, but they're well off. But anyway, well, okay. So I'm gonna give 2 points for that round since it was a little harder. I'm gonna do one more 2-point round. So it's currently 4-2 Ryobi. RJ. TMUS. TMUS.
Oh, I'm horrible at this. Am I audio connected audio?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Should I not talk at all,
TMUS.
even to like spitball?
I mean,
To
you
give
can
him
talk.
ideas? Okay. Throw him off.
Yeah, throw him off.
The man Uncle Sam is what I got from that.
He's very literal. Like it has to fit.
It has
I
to,
feel
it
like
has to
US
match up
probably.
word for word.
I feel like US probably means US. Like,
Oh, that's a fair
Ooh.
point.
like it's
The
probably
meme US.
TM is probably the entire important part.
Trademark.
Just a company
It's,
called.
the, it's
the
the- just
very
a
least-
patent
at the
office,
very
even though it's
least,
a government
at the-
thing.
At the very least, the U stands for United. That's for damn sure.
What was yes then?
Well, maybe not.
Service?
For sure.
Airlines?
Maybe.
It's America. Oh god.
TM.
Give up. I don't know.
Triumph Motors America.
Is that your final
Like
answer?
Triumph Motors US.
Is that
Yes.
Okay, Ryobi, your chance to
That's
steal.
Oh, is there any actual car company with a T that I can think of? I don't think so. Yeah, I got nothing.
These are all it's S&P, so these are all U.S. companies. by the
Okay.
way.
Tesla was before, so then that's the only thing I can think of that's like Tesla Motors US. Nah, that's not it. That's nothing.
So you give up?
Yeah.
Okay. T-Mobile U.S.
T-Mobile. Ah!
All right, I need to turn RJ down.
Okay.
RJ, why did I ever have you at 200%? I was a fool.
Yeah, what the hell? That's kind of
I
on
think
you.
you probably had me. I think you probably had me at 200% from when I had my shittier
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
mic on.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that
So-
makes sense. It's T-Mobile.
trying to
Okay,
find,
yeah,
like-
telecom. That makes sense. That's big.
I'm trying to find like the same.
I knew it. US just meant US.
Yeah, you're right.
Like-
But the T doesn't stand for anything, or unless it's well, not in the name. It probably means telephone
Yeah.
or telecom.
Telecom.
I'm gonna go with PM for you, Ryobi.
Prime
PM.
Minister. Okay, no, not really.
I will just to remind everyone of the score. It is 4 to Ryobi and 2 to RJ.
Oh.
This round is for 2 points. Last 2-point round, then we're going to a 3-point round, and then that'll be the end, I guess.
Is there a car? Okay, no, I gotta think of big industries. Medicine, telecom, energy, cars. Did I say medical?
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe this one should have been in third round.
I probably know it when you say it.
Yeah.
T-Mobile's kind of a pull. I don't. That's probably not even. That's like not the first like telecom companies I think of.
Yeah.
Uh,
They are the third biggest, or maybe second biggest now.
really? Above Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint.
Well, AT&T has been falling,
Oh, really?
and they've been growing.
I'm
yeah,
stalling
they
for
are bigger now.
time.
Yeah, they're bigger by about a market cap of 60 billion.
Only 60 billion. That's chump
Yeah,
change.
losers.
Pathetic.
Yeah. Verizon's still the biggest though. Oh no, it's not.
Finance.
T-Mobile by market cap is the biggest. What the fuck?
I don't know any business
Oh.
names.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even come up with it. I got absolutely nothing. Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
RJ, your chance to steal.
What
PM?
companies start with P?
I'm gonna
Poseidon
guess
Energy.
Pfizer.
That's not real. That's from Fallout.
Pfizer is incorrect. The company is
Ah.
Philip Morris International.
Who the hell's
Philip
Phil
Morris.
Morris? What is
course,
Philip
it's
Morris?
Cigarette brand.
Cigarette brand.
It's a cigarette brand.
Get that
I-
shit out of here. That's why I don't know anything about it. Garbage.
I recently, not recently,
sponsored.
but a couple of weeks ago, I watched
Yeah, definitely not sponsored.
a Knowing Better video on cigarettes,
How dare you give me that?
and they mentioned Philip Morris.
Mm-mm.
Is that like a how? Should I know who they are? I don't think I've ever heard of
I don't
that.
think so. I think that was the first time I've ever heard of Philip Morris. I don't think they're a big tobacco brand anymore. I could be wrong.
They're the biggest one in the U.S.
What do they sell under? Do they sell with a different name, or
I think they own like a ton of different products.
do they own a ton of different products? Okay.
Kind of like Mars
Yeah.
with candy. So every candy is just Mars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Candy for adults.
Okay.
Like they own Marlboro or something like that.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going into the hardest round now, so it's 3 points.
Hmm.
RJ. CAT.
ZAT?
C as in
CAT.
as in cat.
Is it the cat, like the
Construction
thing?
What is your answer?
That's my answer. As in like the construction vehicle
wait.
brand.
Fuck.
Caterpillar Construction.
Damn it.
Yes, that is correct.
No, I said the
Caterpillar
word.
Inc.
Damn it.
Well, you have only yourself.
I feel like that one-
So that's 5-4.
Wait, RJ,
Right,
were you gonna
for
get that
RJ.
before I said it?
No.
Damn it.
I mean, like I feel like it should have counted.
Yeah, because they don't write Caterpillar on any of them. It's just cat.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
You look
called
at big. You
Caterpillar
look at
Inc.
big.
And
Like
this is
I know
hardest
the
round.
brand.
You look
this
at
is the
big
hardest
I
truck.
know the brand.
You look at big truck and it says cat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
We're in the
I
hardest.
know what
Alright.
they, I know what they make.
Well, I know in my heart I would have got it, and I guess I'll just have to take
And
that to the grave.
I can identify
Yeah.
their product on site.
Take that to
I feel like that's
second
close
place.
enough to knowing
No.
knowing what the brand is technically called.
Copium.
RJ,
You got
take
points. Take it. Take
it
your
up with
points and
the-
shut up.
Take it up with Jeff Bezos, the owner of Twitch. He handles
Alright.
all
Oh shit,
the.
does he own Twitch?
Give me my also. Yeah, Amazon owns it.
Yeah.
All right, give me my
Amazon.
question that I'm not going to know the answer to, and I'm after
I
giving
don't know if
RJ
this
points
is-
for free.
This might not be hard enough, but ALL.
Is this Alibaba? No,
Is that your final guess? Oh,
it is if I can't think of anything else. I don't know why there would be two L's in that. I have nothing else coming to mind.
I have
Ooh.
one thing
Yeah, I'm
coming
gonna
to
say
mind
I don't think
as
it's
well.
I don't think it's
It's-
Alibaba, but that's the closest thing I can think of. I'll go with that.
RJ, chance to steal.
No.
Allstate.
Oh!
Is
He
it all?
gets it
It's
right.
Allstate. God damn.
Yeah. It's pretty much over now. It's what, 8? Wait, you just had 5 plus 3? Yeah, it's 8-4 now, Ryobi.
No. I
Oh
threw
no. Well,
threw
there's
it right
still
in the
2 more
garbage.
questions. So if you steal and get it right, you could still win this.
Okay.
So it's not over yet.
RJ, fuck up.
RJ, I'm gonna give you. Let's go uber hard.
Boeing was definitely the most impressive guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
so
genius.
far.
Except when I say the answer to a question that's not mine out
Ryobi
loud.
deserves more points for
I do.
getting Boeing.
I do.
CVX.
CVX?
Yeah.
Say CVS anyway. I reject your reality and impose my own.
What if it fucking was?
Then I'd have given you 2 answers, and that would be a tragedy.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say CVS.
Ryobi, your chance to steal.
Yes, but also no, I don't know the answer. CVX.
You could get this one. It's
The
guessable, for
word
sure.
I'm thinking of is not. That's anatomy, and that is also not a company. Hmm. God, Caterpillar is such a pull. It's probably something like you see everywhere, but also kind of obscure at the same time. Like you don't think of it as like a company because they don't actually advertise. Or I'm just a dumbass and it's something I see all the time.
You do. I would guess you see this fairly often.
Right.
CVX. The heck is the X for?
I feel like that's the key. That's the key to this. Is the X.
Sure is. X-ray, extra,
X marks the spot.
exceptional, eggs. That's nothing. Ah, God, I'm so impatient. Like RJ, like takes a sweet time and like thinks it out, but I'm like, I either know it or I don't. I got.
Take a wild stab.
Convex.
What?
Convex, like the opposite of concave.
No, it's the
There's a brand that's called that, right?
It's the Chevron Corporation.
What is the X for?
Nothing. It's for misleading.
It's for this
You.
making it a hard question on this quiz.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
Damn, money back. I want my. This is BS.
Okay, but you can't win, but you have a shot at slight redemption to only lose by 1 if you get this right. Let's see what I want to give you.
Wait, I thought that was the last round. That was my question, right? And RJ didn't know it either.
No, that
No, you
that
stole.
was steal
Oh.
that was steal from me.
Oh, what did you guess, RJ? Oh, you guessed CVS.
Yeah, I was wondering if the X
You-
was maybe something about like pharmaceutical or like
I don't know. What does what does
LMT?
Chevron do?
Are
they gas?
Do gas.
Okay.
Gas. LMT for you, Ryobi.
LMT.
To only lose by 1.
LMT. LMT. Ah.
He is off on a train of thought.
I'm off on a train of thought. I'll tell you what. Okay, so this is where the train of thought goes. Long Mai Tai. A big, big Mai Tai. A big glass of Mai Tai.
Big corporate Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Striking at the little man.
I should just this. I'm good at coming up with bullshit for what I'm good at coming up with random nonsense of what it's not actually. Except CVX, I had no idea what the X was supposed to be.
This is why I kind of want to try this the opposite way, because I feel like if you know the company name, you can try. It's like more of a puzzle that you can try and figure out. Versus,
I mean, there's
like,
no way I would just add an X to everything.
that's true. Like that one's very hard, but like I don't know, stuff like sort of in the middle.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like CVS as an example.
CVS.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
LMT. RJ, you already won. Do you have any idea? Any hints? Telecom something? Long
Long meat
strikes
telecom.
me as it strikes
medical
me.
technologies?
I don't know. First, I would go for technology.
Long medical technologies. I can't think of any other word that begins with the letter
I would
L.
go for something technical.
Lemon.
Okay.
Mobile.
Lemon medical technologies. Lemon's not a thing either.
Is that your final guess, or are you just still mulling?
I got nothing. I'm not gonna get it.
Okay, RJ, chance to steal. LMT.
Is this LG's tag?
LG, like the phone company? No.
Yeah.
Also, I think they're
Okay.
like Korean. I don't think they're American. This is Lockheed Martin.
Oh, wait, what's the T for?
Lockheed Martin. Oh.
The T in Martin.
The T in Martin.
That's bullshit. Why did they have
what
two
I
for
don't understand is
2 letters for
they
Lockheed?
they have 4 goddamn letters.
Yeah.
LMTN.
No,
Yeah.
like
LKMT.
LKMT.
Or LKMT.
Or LHMT.
One of those two.
Lockheed LH Martin. God
Well,
damn it.
Lockheed is one word.
So is Martin. They're all the names.
No.
I know who they who they are, but the T threw me off.
I was trying to think of regular companies. Like
So RJ wins.
not defense contractors.
Yeah.
RJ wins the first edition of Guess That Ticker.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking U.S. companies, defense contractors are always going to be high on the list.
Yeah.
America.
What the fuck? What the fuck does Lockheed Martin make except for
Aircraft? They make aircraft.
military aircraft?
They make
Do they
commercial
make
aircraft as well.
non-military aircraft?
Well, I mean,
Commercial
it's a lot of things like they don't make the entire plane. They make like the engines, and then the engines get dispersed to like you can use similar kinds of engines or basically like tweak the design a little bit to put it on a different plane.
Looks like they make helicopters.
Oh yeah,
And
wait, no, I
do
thought
stuff with shuttles.
Sikorsky, I think, is big on helicopters too, but they might not be American.
Mm. Now I'm like,
I think
I'm like
I think I
wanting
used to. Well, yeah. I feel like I think I've seen a Lockheed Martin plant before.
oh, they make missiles and shit.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Missiles, bombs,
Yeah.
lasers.
All the good stuff.
I went to their website. Some space looking thing.
Yeah, they do stuff.
They have
in
like a
space.
list of their products, like alphabetically. There's a space looking thing, pilot training system, some other like aeronautical control thing, a radar plane that looks like it's military, a military radar system, a missile, robotic manufacturing. These look like arms you'd see in space, like on like a space station or something. Gunnery training. The first thing that's definitely like a civilian product. It is advanced train management system. I don't know.
They also have a bunch of like portfolio like venture companies and stuff, like, you know, breaking edge research garbage.
Oh yeah. They do a lot of R&D.
Yeah. Anyway,
like it like almost all. It looks like a lot of their stuff is military.
Yeah. Could you guys riff in between my segment and RJ's while I go pee and get a drink? Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Speaking of Lockheed
BRB.
Martin, didn't they make the coolest plane of all time?
I'm muted. Okay, sorry. What did you say? I heard you, but for
I
some
said,
reason.
speaking of
Oh yeah, coolest plane of all time. Are you talking about the Blackbird?
yeah, the SR-71
I'm
Blackbird.
surprised we're on the same page about that. About the coolest
plane of all time. I think
Yeah.
it's just objectively the coolest plane of all time.
It's jet black. It look real cool. It flat. It fun shape. It's super stealth. It go real high. It go real fast. It's also in the Call of Duty games, and I'm like, fun.
I genuinely can't think of like a cool like what's an even nearly as cool airplane.
Plane? I don't know.
The B-2 bomber is flying wing, which is pretty cool, but like
that's kind of the same general shape, isn't it?
it's not that much cooler than any other flying wing. It's got some shape similarities, but like there's clearly like on the Blackbird there's clearly like a centerpiece and wing pieces and like fat engines. The bomber is just like a triangle.
Okay. I feel like I might need visual
aids. It's just
aids.
a fucking triangle.
I might not know what a B-2 looks like.
Look up a picture of the B-2 bomber.
B-2 bomber.
I mean, it's a little bit.
I think that's what I was picturing. I think that's what I was picturing.
It's a little bit more than. Oh, you can. There is like engine things, but they're completely contained within the aircraft. It's a really cool looking plane, but I think the SR-71 is fucking.
Yeah, they both kind of got like flat. They're both like flat.
Sicker.
Yeah, the Blackbird looks like I was picturing the B-2 bomber, but the Blackbird looks like a spaceship. It looks something like something out of Star Wars, and I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And George is back. Maybe he might be back.
I'm back.
Oh. Okay. What were you gonna say, RJ?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
A bomber? A B-2 bomber?
Did you look at how much it cost?
Yeah. It cost like $1 billion.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
For each plane.
America.
So when it was first brought around, each one was 737 million. Adjusted for inflation, that's 1,126 million, which is 1.1 billion. Yeah. It's totally possible they brought the cost down since 1997. It's possible the cost has gone up because
they got better stuff to put in it.
Yeah, you're putting better stuff in it. But
yeah,
it cost $1 billion to make each one of these.
Make or like buy for the government?
Buy for the government.
Okay.
I assume the government buys it at a relatively low profit margin for Boeing.
Let's see. What's Boeing's profit margin looking like? They have a profit margin of negative 8.7. Losers.
Jesus Christ.
That's rather high, isn't it?
Negative 8.7? No, that is low. Typically, you don't want to invest in companies that are losing money. Lockheed Martin's profit margin is 7.3%.
Positive?
Positive, not negative.
Mm-hmm. An SR-71 cost, I mean, it's an older plane, so more inflation. But I even with all the inflation, I don't think, assuming this isn't even adjusted for inflation because it's just giving me a raw number, only 34 million comparatively. So way cooler plane, way cheaper too.
Yeah. But
RJ.
anyway, RJ, what is your segment for this week?
Just conversation topic. I figured since I was gonna do it last time.
I genuinely don't know what you're about to say, and I'm worried.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
We could talk about what
Yours.
our ideas about the future of gaming.
Oh. Haven't we done this
Or
before?
if that no, we were going to do it. And
we
then,
specifically talked about
and then-
microtransactions. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was one of my hot takes. But
or part of one of your.
Can you direct this? How do we start?
I think I think the future gaming. I don't think exclusively because I think traditional gaming still will have its place like mouse and keyboard. But I think augmented reality and virtual reality games are going to become more and more popular, especially as they drive the costs down.
I said that I was gonna say the same thing too. I think within the next decade, VR consoles will be as common as regular consoles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
If they can bring the cost down a lot, VR might be more common than regular consoles ever were.
Mm-hmm.
Because VR can also, not only is VR, I think, clearly the, I don't know about the next step, because like you said, there will always be a place for standard traditional gaming.
Yeah. Oh, I think you cut out.
But
No.
VR is it's obviously what gaming has kind of been striving for since its inception, is the ability to place players into a new world. And the VR is definitely not a fad. It's lasted too long for not.
Yeah, there's this.
It's already lasted too long for it to die off. It's just going to keep getting better.
I remember seeing, maybe it was on r/age like milk or something, but it was this quote from someone at 81, oh, video games are a fad and they'll be out the door in a year or two once the next fad comes along or something like that.
That's
it's so hard to predict.
That's such
those
a
things,
stupid take. That's such a
that's a perfectly valid take at the time. That's why it's aged like milk, though. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
I guess in the very beginning, video games. It's hard to place exactly where 81 was in terms of video games, but in the very beginning, video games were just a really expensive, essentially a really expensive version of ping pong. Who would ever play Pong over ping pong? Not a whole
a lot of people would for the novelty, but that's what it was at the time, a novelty.
Exactly. Yeah. But depending on what had come out, I feel like there's not a huge gap between
I feel like you at least had
the earliest
Invaders,
game
right?
systems that were stuff there were stuff like Pong and the next generation system like Space Invaders that was obviously a whole new thing that couldn't possibly be duplicated in reality, and therefore would
Yeah.
would last.
Yeah. Space Invaders came out in 78, so it was already out in 81.
Yeah. So pretty shit take in 81.
Yeah.
IMO.
Yeah. Bad take.
Yeah, I mean they're wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
From their experiences, like with their viewpoints, they had they had nothing to base it off of, or what they had to base it
Yeah.
off of was just didn't keep up with the times.
Like it
Yeah.
seemed like just like
I just feel like I just feel like once something like Space Invaders came out, it was like, oh, this is here to stay. Like
yeah.
I would be totally I wouldn't I would see him being totally reasonable, being like, oh, video games are a very niche market and will never become, you know, it will never become like a mass market product. I could see that because
Yeah.
like arc
It
like
would have its place, but it'd be niche.
yeah, exactly. But to think that like they would die out is ridiculous.
Yeah. So slight sidebar, but it's just something I think that something that reminded me of a very similar bad take, I guess, historically. IBM as a company almost essentially went bankrupt because when they were developing computers at the time, other people started to come out with desktops, like desktop computers, personal computers, and their take at the time was, why would anyone want to own a computer for themselves? That's pointless. And they obviously
That's wild.
they never recovered into like the PC market. They had to switch to I don't know, whatever they do now. They make like computer hardware, but they don't make like whole personal computers. I think they honed in on like a specific technology. I think it's like maybe CPUs or chips or something like that. I think it's actually just chips.
Yeah, probably chips.
But
I know they were big.
They almost went under
for
that
business.
They totally
business
tanked their
computers,
their market share of like computer building because they were like, why would we
so
these things are
silly.
like, they just, it's like, oh, nobody will want this. Like it wasn't so much that they didn't recognize that like the technology was there to make it smaller and like able to be put on a desk, and they're just like, nah, like people can have these, but why would you want it? What are you gonna do with it?
I can't think of anything that size that that like only like a company would want to buy. That like it would like there wouldn't be there wouldn't be,
Because computers,
like,
at the time they were huge.
substantial market. Yeah, but like
that was everyone's perception of them.
Once they saw that they could get into like a single family home, I don't know.
I mean, there was also
I
don't actually know
understand when. I kind of understand from IBM's perspective, because they were in the game computer game for so long.
Yeah, it was
and they
too
were so
different.
they were so used to gigantic computers that like, and they were so specialized into like business end computers.
I also have no idea where the internet was at this
think
time.
They really probably not existent. Because
and that's
anyone who, there's no way it could be existent, because I don't think there's anyone in the world who could go like, oh, I don't think people would want an internet connection.
Yeah. I think that was the main thing. Is like that was, if you weren't connecting to like other computers, it's about sharing information. Nobody's going to like, I just have a better typewriter or like an electronic typewriter, and that's all it does. It types and it like makes things better. I don't like, not enough people would use it if that was the only function. And in that sense, I understand.
That's not the only function of a computer aside from the internet. It's just like the only function computers do outside of the internet anymore.
At that time.
That time, I feel like computers probably could do,
or like computing and math and stuff, and that sort of thing is like, exactly. you're not gonna do that for fun at home unless like that's a very much work function. Well, maybe some people do, but most people don't do math for fun. Okay, sidebar over. Back to gaming.
Yeah.
Um.
But I really see VR I really see VR taking off. Oh, I saw a video the other day about another reason why VR might take off even harder.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Is that like VR essentially allows you to watch anything in um in the best aspect ratio that it was meant to be produced in. I also think like once people start creating like VR like VR TV or movies or something,
Yeah.
like that'll be huge. Cuz
Yeah.
cuz the video was talking about like something like Justice League was made specifically to be watched on IMAX screens. So
It looks weird if you watch it on a smaller one.
yeah, it looks weird if you watch it on a regular. There's only like 30 actual IMAX screens in the US or some like there's a really small number of IMAX screens in the US. So you had to have to see it in the way it was intended to be seen, you would have to see it while it was in theaters in one of a relatively small number of locations. But like anywhere else, it wasn't going to look right. Or it wasn't going to look the way that the creator intended it to look. So like
I don't know.
having that ability
Not
to
trying-
see something the best.
Not trying
I
to
think
call
is
you out, but it looks
great.
like there's like a lot more than 50 or 30 or whatever you said.
Is there? Yeah.
It's like it looks like
But there's
just
there's a
eyeballing it.
relatively small. I just
Yeah, it
came
looks
up with
like-
a number out of my ass.
It looks like it's in between 100 and 200 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is
Geor-
relatively
it's very
small.
George move, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to look it up. I just like I
I
was
was
like
curious.
No, I mean,
okay.
I think your point
Yeah.
still stands though, in that
Yeah, I agree,
what percentage of people actually watched it in IMAX versus
Yeah.
any other format, and how are they going to watch it now that it's no longer being aired in theaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, all you have to do is get an IMAX screen in your house. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, you just
Or
have
something
to,
at the same
you
ratio.
just have to get like a
Yeah.
like a
Devote a wall of your house to it.
$2,000 projector
Yeah.
and like and build essentially an entire new house to fit the
Just
right
project it
size
on your neighbor's
screen.
house.
yeah, do that.
What was I gonna say? Well, I did want to argue one thing. You said like creators' decision. I would imagine it wasn't the same people who like made the plot and stuff who decided that it was going to be on IMAX.
I think
That sounds like a marketing decision.
That was Zack Snyder's decision.
Really?
Yeah, or at least from what I've heard.
Okay. Well, I tried to defend them, but oh well.
Yeah.
That sounds like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a good move to make it with that in mind, especially if it's at the detriment of. I haven't rewatched Justice League. I don't think, so I don't actually know if it looks weird.
The reason the move is made is like the same idea as like coming out with a game for a next gen system that like not a lot of people own yet. It's just like maxing out, like you have the app like making something to take full advantage of the most advanced hardware available.
Oh, Microsoft.
And the most advanced, like highest level of being able to see a screen is IMAX.
Is like the Xbox S series like back in stock? I didn't even know that. Wait, which one's the one with the CD? Is that the X series?
The
what
Series
are you
X.
talking about?
The Series X.
The Series X takes discs. The Series S. I also found out that the Series S is hardware wise downgraded from the Series X. It's not just the same thing minus the disk drive. It has worse RAM or
Specs.
storage or something like that.
Oh, it looks like they're back to retail, right?
Are you going to get one?
The Series X
Yeah,
is back to retail. Cool.
it looks like. I think.
Are you in the market for
I
one?
mean, I've heard a lot of computer parts. I've heard a lot of computer parts are also like
GPUs are becoming more available. Yeah.
Becoming much more available. So, I imagine a similar thing is happening on the console end.
Yeah, it looks like you can get it at 500 and 450. It's probably used, I would guess. But yeah, 500. It says that's retail, right? Yeah, 499 is retail. And that's what it is at Best Buy now. I mean, I'm not really in the market for one. But I do want to I do want to eventually get one.
What do you think? What hopes, if any, do you have for the future of gaming? Like, are there any things you want to see happen, or hoping will happen?
The next gen consoles to go on sale.
Given how big a market share mobile has, I can't help but think that's going to be the focus. Like, I think VR is definitely neat. I think mobile is going to be. I think mobile development is going to be.
I think
I want to say
last year
it's going to be first, but I think it's already first. So I don't know what the next step for mobile is, but I think there's going to be more of a focus on that before VR gets the
next
limelight.
step,
like I think it was Activision.
The next step for mobile is coming out with proper first title games made specifically for mobile.
Yeah, like I think it was Activision last year that made more money from their mobile game. I think it was Activision. They made more money from their mobile games than they did their entire other segments. Basically.
It's just a huge. They just have so many more customers.
I think part of that. I could be wrong, but I know. Blizzard did their thing, like the Diablo they released on mobile
only,
mobile only has so fucking many microtransactions. It's like if you want to get all the best stuff in the game, it costs like $10,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't think that's changed much since release either. But Not to get not to rehash the
part of why my mobile games make so much money.
Yeah. So I just found it on Kotaku. Activision is earning more money from in mobile than PC and console combined.
I wonder how many good games I'm missing just because I don't think of mobile when I. Well, actually, my phone's pretty old at this point, but I wonder if I'm missing out on anything.
I only play really dumb,
but I could
obscure
be wrong.
games, and then chess. If you're not on chess.com's app, then you're missing out on chess. So
I am missing out on chess, but chess is.
I think mobile has one clear and overarching limitation as to what's going to keep it from being a major gaming platform.
It is a major gaming platform. It's the biggest.
Well, true, but
or you mean from being the only one?
From being someone's main gaming platform as a gamer.
You can be a gamer and only game on mobile.
Yeah, I think there are even some streamers now that like mobile games.
Even if you're streaming with your computer and whatnot, you're like whatever, you got your phone hooked up. Like your main console can be your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely can be, but it's not a popular choice.
Also,
it's not a popular choice for main console.
I think it is.
Some games also like you can play on the PC and on mobile games.
Yeah, like Genshin Impact.
You can. Yeah, and like Summoner's War and Raid Shadow Legends.
And like they're made for mobile first, and then they're good enough.
I don't think anyone would ever play any of those games on mobile if they had access to a different system. play it.
No,
on.
because it's like
I
the
don't think
same account. It's like the
they
same
would
account,
ever
so you
prefer
could.
mobile.
Yeah,
I think that's.
yeah,
I
but,
think you
like,
need to get
they
out of
can
your own
be
head
up
on
in
this
the-
one, RJ. I'm kind of with George.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. They're like huge. When I was just like, I followed a little bit. I forgot what the names of the channels were, so I apologize. But there were a couple like some when I was into Summoners War in like LA a few years ago. There were like some like decently big, like content creators. Like
Isn't
you know,
that
like
mobile exclusive though?
no, you can play that on PC. I'm like 90% sure.
Okay.
But either way, like they had contents creator for that
Mhm.
mobile game who had like 500,000 subs. You know,
Huh.
like pretty decently sized.
Yeah, and it's anything.
That seems wild to me.
Yeah.
It's just because we don't interact with that sort of. We are the
I
fan
play a
bases
little
don't
bit of
necessarily
mobile
over
games.
like cross over. You get what I'm saying? Like
They do for
Yeah.
me. I'm the rare exception. I'll play the shit out of some mobile games like Asphalt 8, Deck Heroes. Catch me on that.
yeah, like I for a lot for I kind of get it because I play Genshin.
There's
a
definitely
fair
some
bit.
games I would play on mobile.
Mhm.
But just there's just so many games that I feel like can't really work on mobile, and a lot of like because I think mobile's biggest issue is I don't think is the control scheme. I don't think touchscreen is a good control scheme.
Wait, RJ, here's the
that's why-
thing.
And I
Yeah,
think
like
that's
wait,
gonna
wait,
be
one at a time.
That's why I like this.
I think
sorry,
that's mobile's
I'm
biggest
just
hurdle
really
right
into
now.
this.
George, can I go or do you really want to go to rebuke this
Uh,
point?
You go. I'll
Okay.
I'll remember it.
RJ, I think you need to get us some. One thing is, we are just not mainly mobile gamers, and that's kind of like what we can't kind of get over. But I think you need to. I think you're comparing it too much to somebody who plays both, and it's like, especially a mechanically intensive game, like any sort of like PUBG or something like that. People have mobile for that, and you're like, wow, if I'm on PC, I can do so much. Like you could, it just plays so much. It's not meant for mobile in that case because it was designed for mobile second. But
Yeah.
and a
Or
lot
like
of
any
mechanically
Call of Duty.
yeah, any like
mobile games.
first person shooter mechanically intensive games, touchscreen just it doesn't translate as easily. It's workable, but
Yeah, like
it's
Pocket Minecraft.
yeah.
Yeah.
But some
Yeah.
other things are
That's where I'm drawing. That's where I'm drawing my like thoughts from is because I think I downloaded like a demo or something for Pocket Minecraft or played it on someone else's phone and
Yeah, like I don't play
like,
games like that.
was like this is horrible.
yeah, you played
Yeah.
you knew you played a port of it after the original was designed. Like,
Yeah.
it's workable, but you've seen the other side how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's hard to go back because it's not as precise. But the other thing is like I think the mobile has the portability aspect to it, but and also I want to bring up the point of every game that's not mechanically intensive, like every card game, like Magic or like Magic the Gathering Arena or Hearthstone, anything that's not like reaction based, or you can do any sort of like strategy stuff, like Civ or something.
Yeah.
Any of
That's
those.
why I like turn-based combat games.
Yeah,
on
anything
mobile.
like that. Like that eliminates. Yeah, the control scheme's a little clunky, but you're not it takes you longer, but you're not disadvantaged because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that. Yeah, I guess the 2 points are, not every game is as severely hindered as something like an FPS, and a lot of games you may have issues with were designed for mobile as an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like I want to bring up a sorry. Oh, last thing before I have been talking a lot. I know. I play I play League of Legends. League of Legends made a version of League specifically for mobile, and it's like, oh, it's another port, but they changed a lot of the mechanics to make it like it's basically its own game. It's called Wild Rift. League of Legends Wild Rift.
Is it better than League of Legends?
People like it. Some people like it more. If you're gonna play one of the
competing against League of Legends.
No, it's not, because there's like I said, like you're talking about.
I mean, compare like if you're comparing it to League of Legends, some people like it more.
No, yeah, some people do, but I'm talking about like.
Oh my
God!
You're
not the fan bases are separate. You're getting people who would never touch League on the PC. and then they're getting
Mhm.
exposed to it. I mean, they also came out with like the Arcane show and all that, and got like did other stuff. Like some people are like, you're never gonna get them to touch League, and everyone who plays League says, yeah, don't play it. It sucks. But Wild Rift's different. Like they have the general gameplay is familiar, but it was built from the ground. It's built from the ground up as like it's a separate entity.
Piggybacking off of that, Rocket League I knew was about to come out with. Well, this is a little while ago. Was about to come out with like a 2D. So Rocket League was going to come out with like a 2D version,
like top down.
No, like
no, not top down, side to side.
Side swipe, and it's called side swipe.
How do you?
And so it's like ground up because it's like it's only 2 dimensions. So it's like you're saying it's similar and has the same branding and stuff, but it's basically a new type of game.
Yeah, and they don't really compete with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You actually just attract attention to both.
Yeah, and piggybacking off of that, you know how we were talking about in real Rocket League, we'd like to see, and they sort of did it with Drop Shot, but we were talking about like a more traditional volleyball version of the game.
Yeah. That would be perfect on the mobile version.
Yeah, they have.
Wait, that sounds pretty cool.
Version.
Yeah, but
mobile from what I remembered of just like either clips or just screenshots of the mobile version. I'm like, for sure volleyball.
Yeah, so it looks like they actually have it based on a screenshot. I've never played the game, but I might give it a try.
Certainly mobile has certainly mobile I think certainly mobile has essentially, we might not have seen the actual end of handhelds yet. I think Nintendo will keep putting out DSs for a while, but I think they will stop. I think
there's going to be
I think no one's going to be making, because what's the point? What's the point? A phone.
Well, I kind of agree and disagree. Like, because I think, sorry, but like because I think they're gonna keep putting the bigger ones out, like the Steam Deck and the Switch. I think that's kind of where they're headed.
Like the bigger ones. Yeah. I don't even really consider those. I think there's a future for stuff like the Steam Deck and Switch. Even aside from their handheld functionality, I think that functionality as like a fully portable full gaming system with fully built for like couch co-op and all that. I business end wise and trend wise, I don't know if there's a market for that or if that's ever going to go somewhere. That's something that I think might have the potential, and I would really like to see, because I love that feature of the Switch.
I think that's definitely there to stay.
I'm in a queue. I'm in a queue. Sorry, real quick. I'm just semi light diet flexing that I'm in a queue for a Steam Deck right now. So
yeah. The Steam Deck also seems really cool. Just like a less complicated way to play PC games. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Like I can play Rocket League anywhere, or I can play like Factorio would be another good game.
Yeah.
I think
I'm pumped for it.
RJ, I think what you're saying is you're hopeful that it sticks around and doesn't lose its niche. I think it's going to find, if you're thinking like a Venn diagram where it's like mobile on one side, PC, like consoles on the other, I think that might.
I'm hoping it's going to see more releases.
I think it's going to stay. I think it's going to remain smaller than both of those. Bigger categories.
Essentially just a Nintendo exclusive.
No, I think I think it will always have a place. I don't think it's going to necessarily always be Nintendo. I think it's always going to be smaller than mobile and always going to be smaller than main consoles. But I think they're here to stay. I just don't think they're ever going to be as big, because by nature they serve
a niche or
both markets while not having they're the middle ground. They're not the high end of either spectrum, I guess.
Yeah.
I do wonder if between
the bridge,
that and VR, if standard consoles could be killed.
No, I don't think. I think people.
Maybe standard consoles like VR becomes the standard for them, and that's their draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
standard consoles
I
as we
think
know them
they'll all.
might be essentially replaced by VR, and whatever market they have left might be gobbled up by Switch likes.
Yeah, I think the whole mobile
I think-
has to remain separate
I-
from VR, at least where we are technology wise. Sorry.
Yeah. Mobile is going to be separate from, but I mean
I even
like
disagree with the other concept. I think.
standard consoles like your PlayStation or Xbox, like there might not be a lot of market space between
I disagree.
Switch like consoles and VR.
I disagree for one main reason. Well, two main reasons, I'll say. One, it's basically just the best controller games. So, racing games and sports simulation games have a huge market that I don't think will easily and seamlessly translate into VR, because that's one of the worst aspects of like VR or AR right now in gaming, I think, is like trying to get like we're still basically at the same level as we were with the Wii and Wii Sports when the Wii came out, which was like when I was like 11 or something.
Hey, the Wii's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, we
dissing it, but
haven't made
it's not
Gaming
like
peaked with the
huge
Wii.
leaps.
Nothing
It's
will
not like
ever come
We haven't
close.
made huge leaps.
It's not like it's like Tron football, you know what I mean? Where you like plug into a machine and it's like you're basically playing football.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
way far off from that. So I think
Uh-huh.
those will continue to have a pretty big market.
I hope
they'll-
that's yeah.
I'm thinking
where-
in the
where it'll just be
Yeah.
like the console will always serve both markets. Like
Yeah.
consoles become powerful enough where they have the integrated VR system that works better and better, but then they also just cater to the traditional console controller games.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you, oh well, I mean,
I feel
well,
like
never
yeah.
mind.
Well,
I was
I
gonna
just
say something, but I'm not.
did you guys have any last points you wanted to make? I just want to make sure we kind of.
No, I'm okay.
I want to do mine. My segment.
Yeah, let's do your
Okay.
segment.
To do your segment.
Did you have any closing thoughts?
Gaming is headed to VR land.
VR land, but
gaming is
detour.
gaming is definitely. I feel like I don't
And
have any.
horror is gonna be.
I don't
extra
really have any
terrifying.
Not for me because I
There are a
refuse to
couple.
play.
There are a couple of things specifically like gaming things I would like to see more of in the future. Like I would like to see more things like Rocket League. There's really a very very few games that I would put in the same genre as Rocket League. And,
Yeah,
and I love Rocket League, and I would like to see a lot more
just like physics engine
Rocket
based
League
games.
types. Yeah.
It's very fun.
I don't really know what you mean by that, but okay, you both seem to be on the same page. All right.
We're on the same page. We got it.
Anyway, okay. So I had a lot of fun with this when we did this like months ago. I use Reddit a fair bit, and I sometimes stumble across not stumble across there's a lot of like fun communities like I don't know, Ask Ouija. That's always fun.
Oh, I hate that.
You mean
It's
Ouija?
Ouija. Is it Ouija? It ends in an A.
It's pronounced
Either
Ouija. I've only ever heard it pronounced Ouija. I think it's horrible that that's how I hear it pronounced.
I think I've heard both, and Ouija made more
I've
sense
heard
to me,
both.
so I call it Ouija. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I've heard
That's not what
Ouija more,
that's
but
not
I've
what my
definitely
segment's
heard both.
about. So I'm gonna choose to ignore it.
You didn't really ignore it.
I did Would You Rathers from the Would You Rather subreddit a while back because people post some absolutely insane stuff, and I don't mean like insane as like, oh my god, it's so cool. I mean like they're just like they
Psychopaths.
close their eyes and just typed without spell checking, and they might have done like put their nose to like a baseball bat and spun around 30 times before they tried to come up with ideas. And I don't know,
Yeah.
some of the things they just don't make any sense at all. But I have fun
Before we-
reading them, and I'm gonna have fun listening to what you guys would rather do.
Would you mind before we go? I have a thing I want to say about
Ouija?
Ouija boards.
Great.
Is
Is it quick?
interesting fact: they were invented by Hasbro.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, I heard that.
And they were originally marketed
Yeah, it's a toy.
as
Fun toy.
being a way to a toy or being a way to get in touch with your subconscious.
Yeah. Or
It's not,
and
it's
somehow
not
that
some,
involves
like,
to
ancient,
speaking to
like
the dead.
occult thing. It's not like some ancient occult thing that it's very popularly that it's kind of like gained the image of. It was like invented by Hasbro in the 40s or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's whenever we have like a big wrong conception, it's usually movies. Like how people in the 50s didn't actually talk like that, besides like for movies specifically and the shows.
Well, they're not around to tell me I'm wrong. Actually, they are around. People who were in the 50s are still around now.
Yeah.
I love that it's
not that
Hasbro
far
too,
back.
because I feel like Hasbro is one of the least mystical companies on earth.
Hey, they made D&D too. That's pretty mystical. Wizards of the Coast.
Is Wizards of the Coast Hasbro?
Yes.
Also, they were sold to Wizards of the Coast. They didn't make.
Oh, okay, fine. They own them.
D&D.
They own them now. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
God, it's
I've
like
got,
you don't even know the D&D history.
I don't.
Ryobi.
Shut up, because it's not the D&D history. It's Hasbro's history.
No,
All right.
it's not. It was created by like, wasn't it just like two brothers in their
Oh my god,
basement?
I don't care. Let me do my segment. All right.
Gygax.
I'm trying to decide which one to do, because I have stupid ones and I have like legit ones, but let's see what this one was.
Just alternate, I guess.
Alternate.
Okay, you get one of this is a semi-serious one, but I don't know if there's a right answer. You get one of Spider-Man's powers, but only one. Would you rather have super strength, organic web shooting, spider sense, or stick to walls?
That's hard. That's so hard.
Some of these are pretty old.
I think it's.
Sorry.
First of all, organic webs. Only one of Spider-Man's superpowers.
Only
in
Toby.
The Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Only Toby, because he's the best.
In all the comics, in all the other movies, he invents that, which I think is stupid because it's like, why is he Spider like when he
anybody
gets his
could
powers,
be Spider-Man.
why is he Spider? Why is he Spider-Man and not like
Webman,
Beetleman, or any bug? Like any bug has literally every other ability that Spider-Man has, except for the web slam.
He had to dodge copyright, and there was already a bug man.
And an Ant-Man. Actually,
I think either Spidey sense. It's got to be Spidey sense or super strength. I think those are the most useful.
No, stick on walls or super strength.
I can't.
What
the fuck would I use stick on walls for?
You can climb up anything.
You could climb anything.
Yeah,
and you could also use
I don't have a
sick
need
pranks.
to climb anything.
Sick pranks.
Yeah, like you could be upside down, like above a door, just waiting for someone to come through, and then you could be like, "Ah, woo!"
George, if I saw you like stuck to the ceiling based on like just your fingertips and toes, I would shit myself. I would be so scared.
Yeah,
oh my god!
I don't need.
That's a pretty good argument
anything.
for stick to walls.
Yeah, I think I'd go with sticking to walls. That's my final.
Also,
answer.
especially, I would. Strength also gets a huge bonus if it's like Tobey Maguire style, where you also get buff and hot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, I'm gonna say you look exactly the same. I think that's funnier.
Yeah,
I think it'd be really funny. I'm a big fan.
Honestly, that's funnier. That might be.
That's
that
funnier.
Also might be. That also, honestly, being a really skinny, visibly weak person, but having
super strength. That's one of my favorite tropes. I love that.
Might be just as good, or maybe even better, than instantly becoming hot.
Yeah.
I think it's super strength.
Yeah, I would have to go super strength. Web would be fun, but I think it'd kind of get old having to clean it up all the time.
Web I think is by far the coolest ability, and just it's not fun.
But you can't swing around without super strength. that would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Also,
Yeah.
I couldn't really climb a wall. Even if I could stick to a wall, I can't really climb it without super strength.
I'm gonna say if you could climb a ladder, you could probably.
I think you could climb it without
a wall.
you could climb a ladder.
I'm gonna say hanging upside down would be. You'd still like
hard.
have the blood rush to your head, and it wouldn't be comfortable, but you could
Honestly,
do it.
I don't know. I think you could. If you could swing on a rope, which you could do.
Yeah.
You could swing on a web.
Yeah, but not easily. You can't do his like crazy
you
acrobatics.
You wouldn't be able to do easy acrobatics and travel great distances.
Yeah,
but you could do it
swing
like
a couple
of times.
You could not die from falling.
Yeah.
Spider sense, I think would be really cool. I had a niche thing for spider sense. I think spider sense would be really cool if you could use it in video games. I don't think it works that way though. I think it's for only like real shit happening in like the meat space around you. I don't think it translates digitally, so I think I might have to go with super strength just because I'm a big fan of that trope of not looking strong and being very strong.
Also, super strength could just like get you a career.
Yeah, that's just your job
as a professional sports player or like.
Yeah, you can't do any combat sports though, because you would just kill them. You could just hit home runs or like nonstop though. Yeah. Wait, no, I still have to have the coordination to hit the ball. I can't do that. What's something easier?
Have the coordination. You could throw people around without murdering them with super strength. You could dial the super strength back.
But are you more durable?
You don't have to use car crushing strength. I think you have to be more durable with super strength. Yeah, otherwise, every time you lifted a car, your bones would explode.
Yeah, no, you're
like
right.
That.
Spider-Man's whole deal is that he pulls punches. He's not actually hitting bad guys full force. He's not Batman giving people concussions.
That's the thing I think true across all things with superheroes is that everyone has super durability.
Well, yeah, because it's not interesting media if they go out like a light.
Yeah, exactly. Like if the Flash exploded into a million pieces anytime he made contact with anything, then he wouldn't be cool.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have insane super durability, then he couldn't flash punch a motherfucker.
All right, I do want to move on to some other ones. Some of these are pretty basic. I'm trying to. I have another kind of fighting one, but I'm going to space that out a bit because I think we just talked about that. This should be a quick one. Cakey brownies or fudgy brownies?
Fudgy. I'm gonna go with fudgy.
I like both.
Yeah. I definitely like both. I think I'm gonna go with fudgy.
Cakey is the safer bet. I think you can make bad fudgy brownies and just have it taste like it's uncooked. But I think I prefer good fudgy brownies. I prefer good fudgy brownies.
I was coming from the assumption that they're
it's the best of both or whatever.
Yeah, but just with no other knowledge, cakey or fudgy.
If somebody asked me out of a bakery which one I want, I'd say fudgy because I trust them to do it right.
Yeah,
cakey.
Same here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, that's an easy one.
I'll go fudgy. Yep.
Fudgy gang.
Fudgy. Higher potential. Lower minimum.
Floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I picked this one because it's okay. You get one of Spider-Man's powers, but something's wrong.
What does it mean by wrong?
I'll tell you. Super strength, but only when you're shitting. And you shit 40% more per day. They felt the need to add that.
Hell no.
The webs come out of your pee hole. It hurts a little.
No.
Okay.
Always stick to walls. You're a pervert. You have to concentrate to get unstuck. So you know that thing where he when he initially gets his spider powers when he starts sticking papers and clothes and stuff. It's like that, but that's the default.
I would hate
you don't get better at
everything.
You don't get better at it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Then what's the last one? What's
there's two more. Spider sense, but only when you're checking out unsuspecting people's asses.
Oh,
That's the best by far.
Yeah, that one.
So far, okay. And then agility, but you're scared and unsure about it, like that girl in the Olympics. Like they didn't even.
I feel like
They
that.
didn't even put her
makes
name. They couldn't be bothered to Google it. Granted, I don't. It's like Simon.
I don't
something.
know. I don't know.
I don't know her full name, but I know who they're talking about.
Simone.
Biles?
The Simone Biles, is that her?
Is Biles
was-
the last name?
What?
I
Yeah.
don't
Was she was ever like
She's a monster gymnast. She's
like
awesome.
unsure? She's
She
a
had-
monster.
she had-
I think
She
I
dro-
think
she
she's
quit.
busted.
She
think
dropped
she
out of
quit.
one. She dropped out mid-round from one time because she was in the middle of a flip, and she said she lost where she was in the air, and like
Oh,
In-
okay.
you got to know exactly what's going on when you're doing a maneuver like that because you could
Mhm.
like spin one too many times and like land on your neck or something.
Break your neck.
So she was in like the
Yeah.
middle of a routine, and she's like, "Oh no, something's." I think she didn't get hurt at that time, but I don't think she I don't know. The landing wasn't perfect, and she's just like, I need to like drop out for the day. It's
Wasn't
like
it like mental health?
Like
related?
I feel
it could have been. I'm not actually sure what the reason
Mhm.
like the reason behind it was, but you got to have if you're doing something like that,
Yeah.
you got to be like, damn sure of what you're doing. But
I feel
Yeah.
like
I think you
feel
can
like
you can do agility stuff and not do.
Being unsure. It depends on how unsure you are. Having like because if it's like really unsure, that does nothing at all for or against me because it would just mean I would assume I couldn't do it and then not do it like I normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might reactionary do it,
Or-
and you'd
or
be
if it
amazing if you did it like as a reflex. Like somebody threw something at you, you'd like cringe away in like a whatchamacallit. Like as a reflex. It wouldn't look pretty, but you do it wicked fast and definitely dodge it. Like you like leap to the other side of the room or something like that.
That's how we're interpreting it. That's the best. Spidey sense again.
Spidey sense.
That'd be pretty fun.
Like I feel like how often are you going to need
Look at
to
people's butts.
avoid immediate mortal danger?
No, I think it's like you get warned if you're about to be caught perving out on someone's butt. That's how
I think it goes above that. I think you also subconsciously something triggers in like the force when somebody with a nice butt is in your area, and you're, so it's like you're
Well, that
aware of
already
nice butts
happens.
around you, and you
Do I
avoid
have a
getting caught.
superpower?
Yeah.
That already happens.
That was the second most popular option on this list.
I got it.
Oh, wait, no, there's one more. There's one more.
Acrobatics.
There's one more. Okay, so the last one is all of the above powers, but your mom and your aunt died. I don't think that's the play because I don't want some of
Change my
these.
answer.
I don't want some of these. The sticking,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's good. Okay, spider sense would be fun. Agility, depending on how loose they are with the rules and restrictions. All right, that was the other Spider-Man one. I do want to do this fun one. I want to make sure we have enough time to discuss it. I saved this back when I was on my trip because I thought it was hilarious, and I actually started talking about it. It was like we talked about it at dinner at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a long
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
so strap in. You have to
Oh,
pick
yeah.
one of these people to fight in a boxing ring. You have to win or you die. And so boxing match,
Mhm.
boxing rules.
Yeah.
Kickboxing or standard?
Boxing.
Okay.
Traditional boxing. So you don't have to you don't have to knock them
Standard.
out, but you have to win. So you don't it's,
Bare knuckle or gloves on?
No gloves. It's traditional boxing rules. All right, so
Huh?
you fight
Is it,
you
it's
fight
brass knuckle boxing?
No. All right, option 1. You fight Mike Tyson in his prime, but he's blindfolded.
Mm,
All right,
okay.
second
Definitely
option.
Not that.
You fight Joe Biden, but you're blindfolded and you're wearing roller skates.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
Third
taking
is
that one.
third
Yeah.
is you fight Kevin from Home Alone, but he gets 15 minutes to booby trap the ring.
But
Number
I,
four-
I get
No,
my
I'd be
eyes.
dead.
Number four
I have
is-
my eyes, right?
Yeah, you are not handicapped in any way.
Yeah, but you're never gonna see any of his fucking traps.
But it's like.
But he's
it's
also
like
a child.
9-year-old. Yeah, it's like 9-year-old Kevin Malone, right? I could. Just hit him out
All right,
once and get
last option.
technical knockout.
Last option, Keanu Reeves, but he will appear as one of his random roles. I don't think you can take that chance that he just gets
I'm
like
taking
John
Joe
Wick
Biden.
or Neo or something.
I think I'm taking the child. I feel like I have a good eye for traps.
So
I played
those
a lot of
those
D&D.
those are the two clear options in my mind. Keanu Reeves, he might just kill you.
Yeah. Can't do
Depending
Mike
on what role he
Tyson's
gets.
prime.
I don't think Keanu
That
Reeves. I don't think Keanu Reeves would kill you. I think
He
Keanu Reeves
appears as one of his random roles. So if it's like,
oh yeah.
so it's
If you're-
it's
if
Neo
you're
from the
bo-
Matrix.
if you're
You're
bo-
done.
If you're
Yeah.
boxing John Wick,
Yo, you're
dead.
mega dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't take that chance.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah.
he's been in other
Uh,
movies, but like if you get one of those two, you're donezo.
Yeah.
Joe Biden. He's wicked
Mike
old.
Tyson. I don't think Neo would kill you. I don't think Neo would kill you.
But he'd beat you in boxing.
And then you die
He
anyway.
beat you. Oh
and then
yeah,
you get and then you
die
get killed as
anyway.
punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Mike Tyson could straight up kill me without
Yeah, in
beating
the
me
match.
in boxing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't need his
In the
eyes to
match.
see. I
Yeah.
can't hurt him.
I think.
Yeah.
I think
He's a
I
tank
think
of a man.
if
Punching a
he
wall.
but Mike Tyson in his prime, if he caught me in the face, I would be dead before I hit the floor.
You would be.
Yeah.
All he has to do is hit
So
you
the-
once.
Yeah, but do you have to say Marco or what?
No, you don't. And also, you don't have to knock him out. You can still win. But I think I just can't take
just
that.
doing jabs.
I don't think
Yeah.
I can take that
Yeah.
chance if he just swung and hit me. I'm not confident enough that like even if he was
Yeah.
blindfolded.
I think Mike
Yeah, that's
Tyson.
too much of a
I think
risk.
Mike Tyson in his prime could probably blindfolded hit a mother.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he just
And it only
hear
takes
where you
one.
are and like feel the
Yeah.
vibrations on the floor and just fucking clock you right in the face.
I think if you hit him, he could turn and
He'll trade punches. He'll trade punches
Yeah.
with you, and he punches a lot harder than I do.
Yeah.
I'd have to jab him
I
like three
think
times
Joe
in the
Biden. I think
ribs.
I think
and run away.
I think I could beat Joe Biden on accident.
Yeah, so Joe Biden's mad old, but you're also blindfolded and wearing roller skates. I'm not really comfortable on roller skates, and I also don't really know how knockdowns work in boxing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I could.
I don't think knockdowns. As long as you can get up,
Get back up easy.
Also,
you're fine. As long
I'm
as you
so
can get
bad at
back up,
roller
you're
skates
fine.
that like I'd have to know what the rules are for accidentally exiting the ring as well. Like out of
There's
bounds.
ropes. There's ropes.
Yeah, but I could get around
Yeah,
those
there's
on
ropes.
roller skates.
You just
Those
phase
can't
through
contain
them.
me. No, I
No, but you
gotta
gotta-
slip under them or something.
No, you gotta
Yeah,
do like the
That's like-
wrestling moves and like use them
Or
as
they
like
go
a
They
so
put-
fast
they put you
that
in
they
a-
just
they put you in a
clothesline over the
cage.
ropes.
They
Oh,
put
it's a
you in
cage match.
Cage match.
It's a cage match.
I mean, it's not MMA or wrestling; it's boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
ropes.
could put you in a cage.
I don't
It
think
doesn't have to be ropes.
it does. This is boxing.
Yeah. I think
Boxing
for
doesn't go
boxing
for
it
it.
I
does.
don't think the ropes are part of the rules.
They
I
are.
think they are.
They
I think
definitely
they
are. There's whole strategies for getting out of corners and stuff.
Yeah, I
Mm.
think they definitely are.
Okay.
Kevin from Home Alone. It depends. Like,
Because
Yeah.
it depends on what kind of traps.
Yeah.
Is his trap just that he has a
Also-
brick that he can throw at your face?
I could block a brick. I could block a brick thrown by a 9-year-old though.
Yeah, especially with big gloves. I feel like I could
That's
just
true.
block
That's
it.
true. He doesn't have like he doesn't have height advantage.
And also, the bandits are
ring.
idiots. I think I'm smarter
Yeah.
than them.
Also,
Yeah, I'm gonna
you're
couple of 2
100%
seconds.
you're 100% going to be stepping on thumbtacks.
Have you seen
I'm
the
wearing
little
shoes
thing in-
though.
Have you seen the little thing
Not-
where it's like
boxing? Are you
Boxing's
wearing
not barefoot, is
Yeah,
it?
boxing shoes? Yeah, there's boxing
What
shoes.
is it?
But have you seen the Family Guy thing where like it's like if Home Alone had like real robbers and like they
You shoot him.
yeah, they just,
I remember that. Yeah.
it's so funny. Now we don't have a witness. Good thinking.
I think Joe Biden would be. I don't.
Kevin gets up to some shit.
Yeah. It
Kevin
depends.
gets up to some shit. Also,
I'd see through
also,
all his pesky little schemes, and then I'd uppercut him once, and it's lights out.
Depending on
Also, do I
on,
face charges for beating up a kid? Like,
yeah,
No.
exactly.
No.
I think
No, these are all.
even if you don't have face charges, beating a 9-year-old physically beating a 9-year-old is not a good look. I might say fist fighting the president might also not be a good look.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I feel
necessary. It's
like-
necessary
I feel
for
like
survival. They're
beating
not.
a
They're not
I feel
dying.
like beating a 9-year-old is a worse look.
Yeah, but if people were like
Nah,
betting
Kevin's
on
kind of
it
a shit.
and he was like sort of a favorite, I feel like you take less of a reputational hit, especially since Kevin's kind of a jackass.
He's kind of an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I would do Joe Biden if I was a little bit more confident on roller skates. Depending on the severity of the traps, I would probably do Kevin from Home Alone because the robbers aren't incapacitated. Like
The worst.
Yeah,
the
but
worst
that's
one
only
was
because
getting your head
they're
burned.
immortal.
Yeah.
Like he
Burns their
hit
head,
them
their
with like
scalp.
exposed like full electrical socket and like torched them and like he's like there's if you watch the Home
Yeah.
Alone movies,
they
like,
probably could have died
if
or had
they were
concussions
if
at
they
least.
were regular people, they would be
He
dead
also doesn't get any points
like
for the
10
traps.
times over.
He also doesn't get any
10
body
times
points
over
for the
before the end of the
traps.
movie.
I think if he knocks you out, I think he still wins.
Yeah,
but he doesn't get
Just knock you out.
scoring
Yeah, but he
system
wouldn't
wise.
get
It doesn't.
any. Yeah,
yeah.
he wouldn't get any like body shots or head
Yeah, it
shots.
doesn't
or
count for
whatever.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that was my favorite. From I saved that like a month ago. I'm glad we talked about it. What's we got? Oh, here's a semi-serious one, I think.
Mhm.
What would you rather change about your physical appearance? Eye, hair, and or skin color is one option, so you can change each of those to whatever you want. I think for the rules of this, it's you change it once and then it's like permanent again, so it's not like at will.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. So eye, hair, and or skin color.
To want to change your skin color?
I'm gonna say you can
That's one
change
option.
one, two, or you can change all three or just one or anything like that.
Eye,
any
hair, or
combination.
skin.
Wait,
No,
is this
that's
one option?
one option.
So you get to change all three of
You
those.
get to
for
change
one
all
option.
three if you so choose. Okay, second option is hair thickness and or hair terminal length.
Okay.
So the first one is just hair color, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Third option is lips, nose, ears, and or eyebrows shape and size. Fourth is genitals, thighs, buttocks, and breast size. 5 is height, body height. So you can change
So, like,
one of those options. You can change.
I think I have.
So-
I think
so
I
is
have the
option
perfect
4
body height, which is pretty much just exactly 6. Any taller and things become
inconvenient.
inconvenient.
Yeah.
Any shorter and you're short.
Oh yeah.
RG, are you of
so
the
it's
opinion
the
that everyone shorter than you is short?
Yeah.
Everyone taller than you is
For
tall.
the
Everyone
fourth
shorter than you is
option,
short.
is that basically like body too? Because it said genitals, thighs. What?
Butt and chest.
Mine would be gut right now. I feel like I'm out of shape. So
Yeah.
my choice
That's
would be gut.
that wasn't
Like the thing I want to change most about my body is
My gut.
muscle mass.
Yeah, my gut and muscle.
I think this
mass,
is
yeah.
more physical appearance than like physical capability, which is why
Yeah.
they might have worded
Yeah, but
it
that's
like
the
that.
thing about my appearance that I would change too.
Yeah,
But
there's
I
no
see where
there's
you're
no
coming
generic
from.
just
Yes,
there's no
also.
generic make me fit.
Yeah,
option.
I want fit. I want
There's no like
Yeah.
health. There's no immediate health boost. It's all appearance.
Damn,
I think.
this is bullshit.
I
I
think.
guess
I think
nothing.
hair.
I'm perfect.
Hair thickness. I think hair thickness and terminal length. I want to thin my hair out.
You want to thin your hair out? What do you mean?
He's
Just
jealous of
wait a
us
couple
others.
years, dude.
It's hot.
That's
Yeah,
so
it-
short-sighted.
Baldy
What a
crew.
waste.
Baldy crew. Baldy crew.
You could give yourself-
If it gets too thin, I could just go bald.
RJ, you could give
Yeah.
yourself red irises,
So
crimson
Who cares?
hair,
yeah.
and
I don't
like
care.
charcoal gray
Hey,
skin and
who
just
gives a
become a
shit?
tiefling
Okay.
in real life.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
That sounds
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
That sounds horrible. Fantasy races suck. Humans are the best.
You are human, but you also just look cool.
Yes.
You just become an anime character. You're the main character.
That's horrible.
What's not to
Yeah, that sucks.
like?
That sucks.
People would always be looking at you all the time, and you'd stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And like, it really doesn't seem like it would be cool.
I'm just trying to give you
Also,
make
you
you
can
expand your
like-
mind. I think I would maybe do hair.
I think
That's the thing. I don't want to just set.
I think the hair thickness and terminal length gives me the most like actual benefits.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would pick if I could like make somehow. I'm based on genetics. I'm going to lose my hair eventually. If I could somehow delay that would be ideal, as long as possible.
Yeah, for me, a slight flex. Because fit is not an option, I would choose none of these. Is that an option?
George is pretty freaking happy. You wouldn't want to be taller? You wouldn't want, like, silver...
No,
you wouldn't want to...
Silver
if
hair?
I were you, George, I would change
get a red beard.
hair thickness and terminal length and set head hair to absolute 0.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to shave anymore.
You don't have to shave your head.
Well, I could just do that. They have like laser removal thing. I'm just too lazy.
That costs money.
Yeah,
this is
but
for free.
It wouldn't cost you money either.
And this is if you don't want any of the other ones, that's a free option.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that for free then.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton I would change about my face necessarily.
I don't know enough about facial structure.
Yeah, I don't know what I would change it to.
Yeah.
I feel like if I start messing around with it, like body sliders on a character design thing.
I'm sure I could get a better looking face.
Yeah.
But, I don't want to be. I can't make it better.
Yeah. That's too much power. Like the character creation screens.
It can't be up to me.
In RPGs, it's too much power.
And I'm not sure if there's anyone. Who could be trusted to actually make that decision. Period.
Yeah.
So none of you want to be like 6'5" and just be able to dunk?
No.
Actually, how tall do you have to be to dunk?
People, the taller you are, the lower your life expectancy, right? So.
Well, I think that's more. I don't know if that's genetic or not. I don't think that's because you're. I don't think that's because you're taller.
Is that
only.
Cope? Am I coping? I thought that was. True.
I think that's true. I think that's true to some extent, but I don't think it's like. I think there's other variables than like altitude.
But if that's the variable you're looking at,
air you're breathing. What if besides the mortality statistic?
Like weight is definitely much more.
You could just be taller with no quote unquote consequences.
So
Wait.
I think if I was any taller, I would look weird.
Shorter men live longer.
Yep.
Below 175, you live an average of 175 centimeters. You live an average of like almost 5 years longer than people above that.
Damn.
Yeah. So.
And also,
maybe you survive more falls.
Being any taller than 6 foot, especially since I'm not dating.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I'm married,
nothing but
so
a
I don't give a
hindrance.
shit. Yeah.
What? Because you attract people who
who
don't care about you.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's. Yeah, I don't care about height.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I feel like we're taking away. I feel like we're taking away from Ryobi though, because he's taller.
The only benefit of being like over 6 feet tall, especially significantly over 6 feet tall, is
like 6'5".
I think it'd be fun.
You are.
I think it'd be fun, but the novelty would wear off if I was not like playing basketball or something or volleyball.
Yeah, and it's like imagine like trying to find beds or like
airplanes are super
airplanes.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I didn't, I know I'm like 90% sure I'm like on the upper edge of where I can get pants that are longer and
clothes fitting.
I need them to be.
Yeah.
I used to be when I was younger and thinner. I was outside of that range and it sucked.
Yeah, RJ had to make his own pants from scratch.
Yeah.
No, it's more like okay, we need pants. We have to go to.
He had to staple armbands onto the bottom of his legs.
We have to go to a store that specializes in clothing,
legs is the word I was
and we
looking
have
for.
to comb through their options for like fucking 3 hours to find a pair that like is long enough and doesn't fall off my ass.
You just
sew
a strap of cloth onto each leg to extend it.
Not saying for like I I have experienced that too.
Mhm.
Just yeah, like that makes sense that you've experienced that.
Yeah. Okay, so height, no.
Tell you how my wife who's 4'9" has the exact opposite issue where that she's at a point where like they don't make pants short enough and wide enough at the same
Just roll
time.
them up. Roll up the legs.
That's what she does.
kind of-
That's
Staple
what she
it.
ends up having to do all the time.
I feel like I'm getting dangerously close to that as well.
Are you getting shorter? What?
No, I'm getting wider.
No, he's
Oh.
getting wider.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's okay. You could.
Yeah, I was really surprised when I saw you at the bachelor party.
Yeah.
I was like, because I think the last time I had seen you in person, you were still like quite fit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't just
I
dunk on him. We're streaming.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't care. It's like I still work out, but my diet is horrible. Is the problem? I need
Oh.
to get more of
Yeah.
a grip on my diet.
That's
But,
okay.
like,
Hashtag goals.
yeah. Working
All
on it. I let myself go a little bit, like during the wedding celebrations and all that, and we had
And that's
family
it's
over.
party. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
My
I,
bad.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not really dunking that much on George because George at least has fluctuated and has been and possibly will be like on the upper end of the fitness scale.
Yeah, but I
he
just
has the potential for change.
yeah,
I-
I fluctuate like crazy.
I have only ever been skinny and weak.
Yeah, like when I would like first started dating April, I had like a 6-pack and all that, and like pretty decent arms and stuff.
Wait, are you
I
shitting
I
me? Are
never
you
did,
shitting
like,
me?
No.
What?
Yeah, and like
Not at all.
2019.
He used to work
Like-
out for like an hour every single day.
Yeah,
Every single night. He'd work out for like an hour.
yeah.
I do that, but
George was
I guess I'm
frickin'-
doing it wrong. I don't have any of that.
I just
guess I
did
do-
like
He
I just do like this my own rotation where I'll do like arm exercises, 3 different ones, I'll max them out, and then 3 different ab exercises that I max out, then 3 different chest exercises that I max out, and then 3 different leg exercises that I max out. And then I used to do that like 3 times in a row, and each go through would take me like 20 minutes. So like 3
You
was
did
like
that
an
every
hour.
day. You didn't even do like one muscle group one day and then do a different muscle
No.
group another day.
No,
You
he
didn't do it
he
yourself.
wasn't training
Shit.
for actual.
Yeah. I was just doing it to try and get Tinder dates, which I
And I guess it
never
worked.
did. No, I mean I got in shape, but I was terrible at dating.
Oh well.
Like
oh,
post high school.
yeah. Well, damn.
that was
So
more of like
George
a social
has.
anxiety thing.
I'm kind of in the same boat as RJ. Then George.
Maybe
has,
you could. Maybe
George
you
has
could.
been more fit. His peak is higher than both of ours. I think.
Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah.
he's arguably
my-
just as.
My
He's
foot was
arguably
lower,
just
though.
as, if not more fit than I ever have been. Like,
I mean,
he might never have been less fit than me.
I would assume I still
Like,
have him
at
on.
my fittest.
I have the edge on cardio because that's what I do mainly. But
Oh yeah, you would wreck
lifting
me.
literally anything.
Yeah, I would probably wreck you.
Yeah.
I have never done any exercise, like any serious exercise in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You can
It
always
is like
you can start
it's
whenever you
very
want.
healthy, but so is not
Yeah.
eating whatever the
I
fuck
want
I
to.
want all the time.
I want.
which I don't
I
do.
want to start.
You don't have the
I
you don't
do want to start, but like
you have
I
responsibilities.
fucking-
You don't have the luxury of
yeah.
time as much as I do.
Yeah.
I want to when we move to our next house, I want to have like a fitness room and start doing like I like doing like internet videos as well. Sometimes I would like split it up a little bit
Yeah.
of that
I would
like,
love-
full body
I would
stuff, and then
I would honestly love a fitness
like,
room because
workout
I feel like we could actually get fit if we just had like a room and we didn't have to
Yeah.
we didn't have to leave the house.
See,
Yeah.
I'm the
That's
exact
why I prefer like calisthenics or like I just have dumbbells
Mhm.
and then I do calisthenics basically.
I'm the exact opposite. I have like I don't have like a full workout set by any means, but I have like a bar and like some like plate weights and like I definitely have space and stuff. I have like rollers and stuff just because like I have like my family also uses them and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't use them because they're in my house. I have to go somewhere else to get in my mind that, hey, it is exercise time now. Because if I come home, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I have my computer right here. Why would I ever be healthy when
Yeah.
when this is in front of me? I think I need a separate location for it to
Interesting.
get me in that mindset. Having it in my own house, just I'm like, oh, I can do it whenever, and then I never do it. But this is a really interesting question. I thought there would be something. You guys we're all pretty great, aren't we? Because we don't really have a ton we change about ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if I had to pick something, maybe I'd make my hair lighter. My hair used to be a lot lighter, and then I kind of got older and it got a lot darker.
There are some things that I would definitely change about myself. It's just like they didn't give me any of the options.
Yeah,
I wanted.
Wait, so you don't want a giant dong? That doesn't appeal to you? I mean,
No.
George already
Have
has
a
one. Let's be
giant.
fair, but
No. I have a slightly above average one, which I think is fine.
it does the job.
Yeah, make it the job
Too
done.
much more, and it would be in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it would. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think if it was that's the only thing changing, it would look weird.
Yeah.
And isn't anything past like 6 inches excess or something like that? Like
That's copium.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
think
kidding. I have no
that's covered.
idea.
I think it's 6 inches.
I think it's
instead of
3 inches
8.
is the
Anything
max.
beyond that is
3
just,
inches
is
is
just, you don't need it.
3 inches is optimal. Everything else is dead weight. What you just could have a really like nice butt,
I already have that as well, according to my wife at least. So
and that's really the opinion the opinion that matters most.
Yeah.
So George has
I
got
don't
that
think
locked.
I don't think my wife would give a fuck how nice my butt was, so it doesn't matter.
I think she would care. I think you care a little bit. I would maybe change the face on your butt. That's kind of frightening, if I'm honest.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Zooms
like,
in
what are
every
you talking
time.
about?
Yeah, no, your
For
Discord
so long.
icon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Jokes.
Um,
But yeah, I guess we're all pretty great. Yeah, I'd maybe make my hair lighter if I had to pick something, or delay me going bald. One of the two. Okay.
I miss my
We're-
hair.
then we're kind of
Can you change beard hair? It's like
Yeah.
like
hair
I also
length,
want
hair thickness, and hair terminal length. I'd say that's beard
Yeah.
as well.
I would.
I also
I would
wanna-
also make my beard thicker.
Yeah, I'd make my
Okay.
beard thicker. So I would change that as well.
I think.
So it's still a little patchy.
I was gonna say. I was gonna.
April's friends did my April's. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. My April's friend did my beard for the wedding, and I like how she
It looked
she
nice.
sort of like cut. Yeah, she cut like the parts on the top that were like a little more patchy, you know. So like
Mhm.
it's a little lower.
Mhm.
And I think it made it look
But
better.
it's more solid.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
I'd rather make my beard. I'd either make my beard thicker, or I would
you just become a lumberjack.
one of three
Or a
things:
wizard.
make it thicker, make it gone, or make it like really short terminal length.
So even if you forget to shave,
Uh,
it's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
But it's still
exactly.
something, and it's not
Yeah.
like it's not messy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's something, but my wife, who doesn't care for beards, wouldn't be like it wouldn't offend her.
Okay. All right. So we're over 2 hours
But it looks
now.
a little.
I have a couple more that I could save for another time. Do you think that's a good place to kind of call it? I feel like I have no idea if we're gonna get wrapped up in another like 15-minute long discussion, or if it's gonna be incredibly quick, because that's just kind of how you guys seem to roll. Sometimes you have
Yeah.
I think I might save them for another time. Some of these are
Okay.
are any of these quick?
Yeah, maybe a quick one.
All right. Would you rather be okay? Every morning you have to eat 3 raw onions or plank for 30 minutes.
Plank for 30 minutes because it helps my fitness, whereas the onions don't.
But it's still 30 minutes of your morning gone.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So it's
planking
time
is
one.
so good. But planking is so good for your core. Are you kidding me?
But can you
Definitely the
plank for
planking.
30 minutes?
I mean, I can't do it straight, but if it's just like I plank until I can't, and then I take a few breaths and get back up and plank, like I'm just doing planks and plank exercises
Yeah,
for half an hour.
I think this has to do more with like what are the long-term health effects of both of these things. I think three raw onions is gonna fuck you up somehow.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Planking might hurt
Yeah,
you when you're much older.
Three onions. 3 onions is a lot of onions.
Yeah,
I love
If
onions.
we're,
But it's
I
just, it's not-
also like
I feel like the
onion,
onions
but
are pretty much.
whole onions is a lot of onions. I think it
I
might
think
take me more than 30 minutes to consume 3 whole onions,
that's
depending on
yeah.
the size of the onions.
I also disagree with you guys that it's like negative. I think it's just like eating 3 onions is pretty much neutral, whereas planking is positive health wise. So
Yeah.
planking.
I don't know. I think eating like 3 of onions seem. I don't know what onions really do to you. Maybe it'd be fine. I
Pretty
still
sure
don't really
onions are
like
healthy.
eating them. I don't like eating raw
Are
onions.
raw onions healthy?
I mean, there's
Like,
yes, there's
could
is
I
something
get
healthy,
around
and then
this
there's
by finding like baby onions?
no wrong cheating.
Yeah, they have a lot of vitamin C, but like not enough where it's like 3 of them would. That'd still only be like some in the 40% of your daily allowance.
But you wouldn't like overdose on like some other part, some other like mineral or whatever. By it wouldn't hurt
That's
you,
the
right?
highest. That's the highest daily allowance I see on the chart, at least according to Google.
Yeah, I just
I
don't
wonder
know
if
if that
the,
many
like-
onions over
like-
time
like-
would hurt you.
I don't think so.
I wonder if the bite of an onion. I wonder if like
Yeah.
3 whole raw onions over time,
Maybe you just
whatever gives it that bite would fuck up your throat.
yeah, maybe you just lose your sense of taste.
Maybe it's too acidic. Like it would kind of
Yeah,
ruin
you
your
might
stomach
lose your,
acid
or mess up your
while.
digestion
Yeah,
somehow.
it
Yeah.
might fuck with your taste or your digestion or like your throat.
Yeah, I could see that, but
or all 3.
it does feel like speculation though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also I'd be curious, like maybe planking for 30 minutes every day is not the most healthy thing either. You could like mess up your arms or 'cause it's a lot
Maybe,
of
but
pressure
it's-
on like your
it-
toes and your
30 minutes
forearms.
honestly doesn't seem like a whole
Like
hell
I've
of a
seen
lot of time.
RJ, how long can
Like,
you
it's
plank
like-
for?
Or
I've seen like
I mean,
30
I mean, for me, it would take like an hour and a half to do 30 minutes of planking. I can only plank for like 5 seconds at a
Well,
time. But like
what I guess
planking
I'm-
in my head doesn't seem like the kind of thing that could fuck your body up that bad.
like what I'm picturing is like maybe it's because I'm favoring this option, so I'm viewing it through rose-colored goggles or whatever. But what I pictured when it said 30 minutes of planking is like there are like workout videos that are like 30 minutes of different planking exercises where it's like variations of a plank, but they're all planking based.
That would be much better. I was into.
and then it's like
I read it
a
as
30-minute video.
I read it as you are in the plank position, the timer starts. If you stop, the timer stops, and if you need a break, and then the timer
that would
starts
suck.
again. That sucks
'Cause
too.
That would take me, like RJ said, like over an hour probably.
Yeah, if it was like a 30-minute workout routine of planking, that'd be okay.
Yeah, that's what I would
maybe I just don't
choose
like
if
onions.
he's
I think
offering
I'd
it.
have to do planking just because I don't like onions.
I like onions, but I don't like raw onions.
Yeah.
But I love. I mean, I like.
also,
Well, that's not
three
even
raw-
true.
again,
I like raw
three
onions
raw-
on a, like
three
a
raw
sandwich.
onions. I like raw onions. 3 raw onions is a lot of food.
It's a lot of
and
raw.
That's a very strong.
That's your
a
breakfast
very
every day. Like, that
strong flavor and
sucks.
strong bite to power through 3 entire plants worth.
Yeah, that's like half of your day is dealing with that. The aftermath
Also,
of that.
if it's a raw green onion versus like a raw red onion or white onion, then it's also or sweet onion, then it's also very different. Like if it's 3 raw green onions, that's really
Are those
easy.
tiny?
Yeah, those are like
Yeah,
little
I
spring
don't think
onions.
that's what they had in mind. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean scallions.
that was a good short. That was a good short. one.
scallions and green onions and spring onions are the same. I think scallions are different. I could be wrong. Spring onion, onion,
All right.
green onion.
On this note, I think we're gonna wrap up.
Wait,
these
we
were
have to
good.
see. Yeah, green and spring onions are the same thing. Scallions are different.
No, scallions and green onions are literally the same thing. The only difference is how they're chosen to be labeled at the store. Spring onions, on the other hand, are a different thing.
Oh. Wait, no. It says the greens are more.
Bulb is much larger compared to the small, not so
We have to get to the
bulbous
bottom of
scallion.
this. The difference between scallions and green onions is simply their age. Okay, I see.
So they are the same thing. So both tiny. No, I think that's
no,
cheating.
all 3 are the same thing. Spring onions are older than both green and and scallions.
And they're all the same thing.
Think so. Or maybe spring onion is different? I can't even tell. It looks like they're all the same thing.
All right.
Just different ages.
On this exciting note, I think we should wrap up.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right, good stuff. This is fun as always. We learned a
Indeed.
lot about each other, and
Mhm.
also had some important life updates.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, George, on
Appreciate it.
both your life events.
Yeah.
So what was? Hold on, I totally forget. What was the appearance thing you'd change, Roby?
I'd maybe make my hair
Wasn't
light.
it?
I would maybe
Wasn't
make
it
my hair
also
lighter.
hair thickness?
No, hair lighter.
If I-
keep your hair longer.
Hair thickness
Hair lighter.
if I could delay going bald. If that's how that worked.
I feel like you could do that just by making your hair thicker.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it may just change the hair where the hair grows. That hair is thicker.
Well, going
but
bald is like thinning out.
The thick. Yeah, the hair thickness is like how much hair per square inch you have.
Yeah, but like
I
it's like
think
the receding
Going
hairline.
bald is
losing the thickness.
losing hair per square inch.
Yeah. I guess if that's how that works, then I would pick that. Especially
So
if it delayed it, because I'm fine with how it is right now. But otherwise maybe hair color, make it lighter.
All right. Well,
You wouldn't change eye or skin color.
you
I
want
was
to be a
tan- if I-
pale maiden?
Maybe if I could get more sunburn
You
resistance, that'd be good.
could make yourself red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could still become a devil boy.
Yeah.
Would
Or
you
like,
change it if you?
That's a cool way. That's a cool way to change your skin color without being racist.
Being
Yeah.
sunburned? Yeah.
You could also become like a high elf or something.
Yeah.
No, ears would stay the same.
Yeah,
Turn
but
it into gold.
you could get surgery for the ears.
Yeah, you could definitely get surgery for the ears.
Yeah. Could you do whatchamacallit? Cat eyes. That could be cool.
Oh, we got a fourth viewer right when we're ending.
Hey.
Yeah,
Awesome.
give my eyes fucking night vision. Oh my god,
You missed
I might
nothing of
change my
importance.
answer.
Thank
if you
you.
could give your eyes night vision.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
that's. I think that's cheating. I think it's just appearance.
Yeah. You're
I am a
cheating,
very
RJ.
ungoofy human.
Just changing the color of the what's it called?
Hello.
Aw.
The
Zekia.
iris.
I'm sorry that you're ungoofy.
Hey, Goofy is fine. Or
No, he's
wait, no, he's
ungoofy.
ungoofy. Ungoofy is also fine.
He's serious.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here. We're actually wrapping up the stream. We're trying to find a way to end it naturally, and we're just rambling
Here's the thing.
as usual. What?
Here's the thing I'll say before we wrap up the same.
The
I'm
one
gonna
time
say
we have a
this
viewer
directly
comment.
to official Ezekiel.
Oh, is there an I? I can't read.
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I would say I'm not sure how ungoofy you could be using the term ungoofy.
Yeah, it's not a common word.
Yeah, it's
Is
kind
that
of
a
a
word?
zany word.
That's a slightly
I don't know if
goofy
that's
word.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's in Merriam-Webster's King's English Dictionary.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mr. Webster will have to have a word
Yeah.
Certainly.
added.
I would never expect a very boring person to use the word ungoofy.
Ungoofy. It's anti-goofy.
Alright.
The villain in a goofy movie. It's not Pete. It's ungoofy. That's not funny. I'm just rambling because I'm tired.
Yeah, I kind of need more ice.
I love the idea.
Yeah,
I love the
George
idea
George is in pain. We need to wrap it
Yeah.
up.
First, I love the idea that ungoofy.
You can never stop.
Ungoofy is a somewhat goofy word, but anti-goofy. Now that's a serious word. That's a word. That's a word with.
Yeah, that's the goofy killer.
Some gravitas.
Yeah,
qualifications.
goofy killer.
Yeah.
Gravitas.
What are we talking about? Let's wrap
Okay.
up. End the stream. Okay, thank you for
Goodbye.
watching. Our one
Check
viewer.
us out on YouTube. Same.
Yeah, we
name.
might actually start streaming on YouTube instead, just because it's easier than changing the VODs over. But yeah, check us out, 3HAWT1 on YouTube. I think that's just what is it. 3HAWT1 podcast. I don't even know the name of our own channel.
I think
Oh
it's
my
three
God.
heads are worse than one.
3 heads are worse than one podcast. No, 3 heads are
Yeah,
worse than one
yeah.
no podcast. Okay. I know what I'm doing.
think.
I'm a professional. All right. Have a good night,
Yeah.
everybody. I'm going to stop streaming now. Bye.
Peace, peace.